Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to week 13 of Ronin Rumble Granblue Fantasy Versus. My name's Reiki Keto, and I'm your master of ceremonies today. But first, before we get into the action, let's talk about these ads. Alright, so you already know, we're a crowd-funded tournament. We use Matcherino in order to build the prize pool, and today we're going to donate 20% of the take to a Black Lives Matter movement. What you can do is go to matcherino.com /T/Ronin Rumble, and you can put in code RRG13 to add 50 cents to the prize pool. Ladies and gents, it's showtime! We're now going to be hosting a Skullgirls tournament, and that's going to be next week on June 13th. It's a community-driven prize pool. You can sign up now. It's going to be at 1 p.m. as usual on Saturday, so please sign up at smash.gg/RRSG. It's time to get wild. All right, and Ronin Rumble is also sponsored by Holiday Matsuri. Jeff is running the game room, and it's also going to be on December 18th through 20th with all of the Ronin Rumble crew. Come by Orlando and check it out. You can catch more information at facebook.com/Holiday Matsuri. Okay, folks, you know what time it is. It's time to raise anchor. It's time to take it to the skies. And your hosts for today are going to be Swell Chum and Zero Syndicate. Take it away, folks.
Man, oh man, it's good to be back. I love the energy that Ricky gives every single time. How's it going, Swell?
Oh, it's going great, Zero. Thrilled to be here, and I'm excited so that we can let go anchors away and get into the action here with some Granblue Fantasy Versus, all going towards a good cause today. So let's get some exciting matches, I hope, and let's try to hit up that Matcherino. The details should be there in the chat, matcherino.com /T/Ronin Rumble. If you need it again, code RRG13, help contribute to that prize pool, and let's get this thing on the road. Looks like we have some players already queued up and ready to go. Dark Zero and Millie Andretti. Interested to see what these two bring to the table today.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been quite a week, ramping up to this particular event as well. We've had a lot of brackets going on over the last couple months. So just continuing to see just the consistency of players turning out. It's fantastic. And there's a lot of players out from the East Coast playing today, and just a pretty close amount as well for the West Coast. So, of course, we're going to see that final clash towards the end once we get down to the grand finals, but still plenty of matches on the way before we get there. So Absolutely. No rush, lots of entertainment out there.
Yeah, we're going to get down to it. And of course, Granblue Fantasy hasn't been touched in a little bit because there was that couple period of months when we were getting new characters, like once every 3 weeks, we were getting slight balance adjustments and small bug fix patches and things like that. But now things have stabilized a little bit, and we're seeing things kind of settle into a meta of sorts. Yeah, it looks like we're getting our first match here underway as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's crazy. I totally forgot about that. Like, we were getting new characters pretty consistently, and now we're on this solid break. There's still a couple more on the way, or at least one on the way. So still plenty of time out there.
Yeah, it looks like our first matchup here is going to be Dark Zero on Charlotta and Millie Andretti on Zeta. Going to be two characters that want to get in your face. Zeta does have that really, really strong projectile that she can use to control the horizontal approach. Charlotta without a projectile of her own, so but I imagine that both of these two are going to be trying to get in each other's faces and stay right on top of one another.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I gotta say, nice job color matching from Millie Andretti. Got that orange costume with the yellow staff. I say it every time. I gotta point out when the costumes are fly. What can I say?
It's important, You have to be, completely customized. It's gotta be, everything has to be on point, right?
Of course.
That's the purpose of customizing your character, especially with weapons involved. Here we go.
Let's get down to it. All right, so yeah, there's the use of that projectile right there, trying to control the ground game, but then get a jump in here into the EX slashes. Boom, Charlotta ball into the corner, wall bounce into the overhead.
Yeah, I was definitely worried that, maybe that was just getting ready for that wake up here, but that's A-okay. Look at that. Immediately
that big
out of the
2H.
corner. Yeah.
Yeah, that 2H there was buffed not too long ago and is very, very strong now. Covers a much larger area. All right. Got to see the throw into the run-up, repeated lows there. Push back into the corner here. What's Dark Zero going to do afterwards? Ooh, catches the demon flip throw. Gets the confirm afterwards. Yeah, into super. Closing it out. Nice job.
Yeah, really good stuff here. Yeah, definitely looking really dominant here from Dark Zero. Millie was making some solid decisions, just like in that final interaction as the push was headed towards the corner. There's just kind of a lot of guessing that was going wrong there.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, too, where it gets difficult once you're pushed into that corner, too, from Charlotta, especially if they've got the read on the fact that Zeta's counter can be thrown out or anything like that. Gets a little risky for Zeta to try to use that as her reversal. It's a reversal with big quote marks. Ooh, nice. Yeah. Gets that late throw tech there, so has to suffers some recovery frames there. Ooh, gets the counter hit overhead. It's going to be big damage. Yeah, close enough for the wall bounce? Oh, not able to get the follow-up afterwards. It's a little too far out from the corner, but gets the super here, and that'll probably close it out. Yes, it does.
Yeah, wow. First game going to Dark Zero right there. It's unfortunate that reaction to the overhead to assuming it was a throw. It's, it's the sound, right? Like, sound's always super important in fighting games. So you hear that chime, it's like, I have to react. There's something going on here, and then it's just the wrong reaction.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of people start to put up training regimens where you set a rotating list of options and you try to react to the throw. Even if you take the late throw tech, that's so much better than eating the counter hit overhead.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, there's a jump in. Nice use of the air thrust to try to get around things, but it doesn't quite work out afterwards. Ooh, drops the mid-combo link there. Oh, yeah, that was the EX version there, so able to get 2 forward pulses and then use third pulse to get back out safely.
Nice. Oh, try to go for the hard read there at the parry, but unfortunately the EX Charlotta ball just came out a little bit later.
Yeah, and you saw right there, that's the Zeta reversal with qualifier. She has that counter stance, but she does not have any invuln frames on any of the follow-ups afterwards. So if they are in a string where they can continue pressing buttons afterwards, she can get clipped, just like we saw a little earlier. However, Andretti here turned this back into their own offense. Gets a juggle. Oh, no. Doesn't get the combo, but still turns it into a conversion, a mix. Blows it out with a super. Nice work.
Nice. Just enough space on the other side so Zeta could get over there, and unfortunately, Dark Zero was not blocking that direction at all. Don't forget that block button. Come on now.
Yeah, anytime you get hit by a side cross up in this game, it's always damn, I just could have had that with that guard button. I have it on my pinky, so I can always get it easy. I ain't gotta move my other fingers for it. Gotta optimize where you place your hands when you're playing.
Oh yeah, of course.
Nice job using that laser there. Oh, but the spacing was a little off there. Got hit by the jump-in button, but not able to get a follow-up from Dark Zero. Or Dark Zero not able to get the follow-up, rather. It's the juggle there. Ooh, I like that use of the demon flip into the low there. Okay, all the EXs have been cashed out there.
Ooh, okay, nice pogo. Unfortunately, nothing off of it yet.
Right, there's a double thrust.
Nice chase.
The Charlotta ball to catch the getaway thrust was so nice. And that was in the corner, too, for the wall bounce, able to confirm into the super afterwards. That was an excellent play by Dark Zero. Only so much room for Milian ready to run away with there. Excellent call. All right, nice. Wow, that was the spot dodge read on the roll read on the first laser used. Like, that was really good.
Yeah, it was just, I can't even, that was perfect.
I'm in your head. Ooh, demon flip into nothing there.
Caught low. It's a lot of these mixes, right? Where Milian Ready is trying to make these solid reads here, but Dark Zero's like, all right, I know what you're expecting, and just makes that instant switch.
Very much feels like Dark Zero, or felt like, because now this match is over, closed out by Dark Zero with the throw. Very much felt like Dark Zero was one step ahead on the flow chart for a lot of those matches there. Milian Andretti had some stuff and had some good choices, but just Dark Zero, one step ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's tough against Charlotta, because once Charlotta gets rolling, no pun intended there, but when she gets rolling, it's tough to deal with, especially when you don't know where your openings are, what your options are against some of those moves. Yeah, it's just rough. Because, go ahead. I was going to say, like you said, the information was there, but it was just the late decisions. It was just okay, reactionary decisions rather than knowing what was happening next for Charlotta.
Yeah, had to turn the Yomi wheel one more notch.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so we'll be waiting for our next game to get down here. I think it's going to be Vera versus one other person. Well, obviously one other person here. Yeah. I believe it's going to be Vera versus Pax Z, or BT Pax Z, who I believe got top 8 in one of our previous match in the last week, if I recall correctly.
Oh, yeah.
Pax Z got 3rd on the West Coast side last week. Yeah. So strong player. So we'll see what Vera can do here to fight back against it.
Yeah, Pax Z, a familiar face that we've seen time and time again throughout the Ronin Rumble series, which is really cool. So definitely interesting. I'm looking forward to see what Vera brings to the table as well. Jita, right? Hoping for Jita, maybe? We're going to go by the character avatar, right? And we're usually 60% correct on that.
60% correct? That's better than a lot of my mix-ups, so we'll take it. All right, so looks like we got Lalanne from Pax Z, a little bit expected, versus Jita. All right, so Lalanne, you know him, you love him. Let's see how it works out for Pax Z.
Yeah, Lalanne is going to be interesting in this matchup, right? It's going to be a lot of set play from looking forward, like robot shooting either beam missiles to kind of lock down the forward approach. Of course, the boys jumping in, trying to make the mix-up happen. Jita, of course, like we've seen Jita over and over again, and like it's enough where it's like,
oh, we've seen Jita in like 5 different games. She's good.
Exactly. She's basically just a staple in a bracket, right? It's just like, you're going to see it. We know the fundamentals are there. We know the damage is there.
Bro zorbed our lingo? Okay. All right, Lalanne boys.
Oh, no.
I just love this game has such excellent voice work and a lot of really good writing there. Some of it's a little bit cheesy on the writing, but I love it anyways. Oh, we got the fish sword. Let's go. All right, what's the round start going to be? Both players giving some space there. Use that fireball. Oh, just like you said there, we saw an attempt at the laser. Didn't quite work out. I think that could have been spot dodge there on reaction to the Lalanne counter.
Yeah, that should have been able to do that. That's kind of universal against Lalanne's parry there.
Yeah, slide into Awesome Sauce there. It's the Rekka to push into the corner. Back text on the wake up there too. So really pushing the corner. That spot dodge was perfect.
Yeah, that was actually really important there because Vera is just literally like, I don't care what you're doing right now. I'm confident and I'm going to make this hit.
And then of course too, once you get pushed into the corner with Jita, it's so easy for her to confirm into a lot of damage.
Oh,
okay, Gigi's out. Let's see if Vera is ready to deal with this. All right, backs up, getting sucked into the laser.
All right.
There's the win. It's again blockable. Yeah, got to be careful once you're pushed out to that like 3/4 screen distance. If you block it gives enough time for the wind projectile, enough time after the wind projectile is out that if you block it on the ground, you're going to eat that lava. Come on, folks. Yeah. This ain't week 1 no more. You can learn this stuff.
No more. You should know how to dodge that. Oh, that's a rough DP. They're going to get a full punish here and let Lalanne get the turn back here. Nice setup.
Yeah. Pushed into the corner here, so Lalanne can try to really lay the pressure on here if Pax Z can get a touch here and convert it into a knockdown. Ooh, interrupts the overhead there. Starting to see that full body shimmy that Lalanne does. Awesome Sauce shoved into the corner there. Yeah. There's the overhead into the counter hit. All right, Awesome Sauce into a little bit of a juggle here.
Oh boy.
Caterpillar into HPA. That's a rough situation to be in. You got to hold the block from Caterpillar, or you got to try to DP out. And of course, HPA. So if you DP, it's not really going to get him off of you. That's tough to deal with.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to figure out the timing as the way, like you said, it's not week 1 anymore. You have to understand how to react to the attacks that are coming out to you.
I wonder if I might have been able to slide through that or use the roll to get through that.
Yeah, you might have been able to turn that around, right? You would think after the initial attack, the recovery should have been there enough where you could have recovered from your dodge. And,
ooh, gets the throw into the corner here. All right, here's your opportunity. Oh, of course. That's a really good use of the EX counter there. Just stops the overhead attempt. All right. This is your chance, Vera. Had the corner pressure. Lets him out. I feel like there could have been an attempt at an anti-air there on those jumps because it doesn't... then again, Lalanne does have the jump U with the Slayer kicks, which can tweak his trajectory, so might have been a little risky or a little bit gun-shy because of it.
All right, nice. Avoided the beam, but caught
slide into the Awesome Sauce. Caterpillar's out. Good use of the Lalanne 5U on the ground, too, to getting all that health back. Look at that!
Holy smokes.
That was so much health back. Vera had the life lead, and then it was like 3 eats, and then all of a sudden, boom, Pax Z is sitting in the driver's seat once more, and the pressure's on Vera to try to fight back.
Oh boy! Wow!
This is the throw.
A little bit early. Yeah.
Ooh, meaty Awesome Sauce on the wake up there. Feel like that could have been a reactionary DP opportunity. Oh, into HPA. Is this going to be able to blow up the jump? Oh, not quite. This is so scary to be in. Gets out.
Yeah, just trying to avoid it all. No more meter here for Pax, so let's see. Oh, just throwing everything at Vera here.
Just trying to get any bit of chip damage because she's at that chip kill range. There it goes. Pax Z able to close out the round. And that's not even the last game yet. That round felt very stressful.
Yes, it did. We saw some buffering there from Vera trying to make something happen. Unfortunately, did not happen in time. Just too far away. Ooh, nice. Committing. Yep.
All right, gets a cha-cha slide into the corner there. Gets the juggle off the fireball.
That's a lot
of the 2U. Oh, goes for the throw, but the throw is mistimed. Throws on wake up in this are a little bit risky just because there's a fair amount of throw-in vulnerability on wake up from the defender. So it can be a little bit hard to get that timing right.
I think it's 9 frames, something like that on wake up.
Yeah, ground throws in this game, like they really don't want those to be too strong, it feels like.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh, is that it? Not quite.
No,
a lot of damage though.
I don't know. The missiles.
Oh,
saved.
Nice attempt. But didn't work out. Yeah, it's not one of those things where unless you have a super that goes right into animation, and a lot of them don't go into animation that fast, you're going to eat those projectiles that don't go away on trade. So unfortunate for Vera. And Pax Z, though, no slaps, though, so no shame in losing to a strong player. Vera sent to the lower half of the bracket, and Pax Z advances onward.
Yeah, that was, and you saw there too, because Pax got hit by the super, and if the missiles weren't there, that would have been a nice chunk of damage for Vera. It's just, that was unfortunate. There were some solid situations. I loved the confidence from Vera in that set too. Like there was no fear initially. It was only when Vera was set far apart, like at a full screen distance, that Vera really had to think about what they were doing. Once they got in, it was like, okay, I understand my game plan, I understand your options, and kind of went from there.
Yeah, no fear of Vera from everything up until pushed out to the full screen there.
Yes, exactly.
And it looks like we're going to have Decent versus D-Nice. Battle of the Ds coming up.
Okay. You're either decent or you're D-Nice?
Yeah, you're either decent or D-Nice.
That's not even a word.
Yeah, it is today. All right, so we'll see what these two are playing here. Neither one of them have avatars that correspond to a character, because we got Buff Abs Vern or Nice Abs Vern, sorry, and the ref.
I was gonna say, is that the referee?
Yeah.
Is this allowed? Like, is the ref allowed to compete? Like, who's watching the match?
Yeah, now the refs are rising up. Okay, so we got Ladiva versus Zoe. So this is an interesting matchup here, just because these are two characters who occupy kind of unique spaces within the game. You have the only character that works somewhat like a puppet character with a separate resource for it, and then you have the only true grappler. Vasaraga's got a grab, but not in the really traditional grappler sense that you think.
Exactly.
So this will be interesting to see how it works out here. Both characters can sometimes have trouble getting their neutral started. Wow, this is the first time I've seen that Vern shield. That is absolutely cursed.
It's horrifying, isn't it?
That's horrible. Wow.
Good anti-air into charge. I actually really like that option there, just to give a little more resources.
Places it down. Ooh, nice job blocking the overhead there off of the beam mix-up. Here comes the beam mix-up again. Ooh, into the loop. Oh no, just one rep of it.
Yeah, just
and that
one
goes
rep.
into super. Not going to finish though, since that seemed like it was fairly deep into the combo. Solid damage, but. And of course, Ladiva has, I don't know, I can't talk right now, has that increased health pool as we often see from big body characters.
Oof, the perfect started out.
Oh, D-Nice looking very nice.
All right. Oh wow, going for Lariat right off the get though. Not having it here from Zoe.
All right. Yeah, and that EX slash from Zoe really doesn't push that far into the corner too, so it seems like it's kind of difficult for her to get that corner momentum.
Yeah, it's really interesting with the, oh my goodness, get clapped.
Oh, but the EX lariat goes under. That's so unfortunate. Pushes into the corner, and this is where Zoe gets to shine, because Ladiva doesn't really have the, goes for the grab. I'm going to shut my mouth. I was about to say she doesn't have a good reversal option, and then we get that, which closes out the round. Oh, and that Zoe face is so perfect there.
Face. I've not seen that face yet. That's awesome. This is fantastic.
It's beautiful.
I love this set.
Nice job with that thunder. I want to see more air thunder. How's Ladiva going to get through that? Like, why not just use more of that? Because that one doesn't use your dragon meter either, I believe.
No, it doesn't. That's a free ability that she has. Right, nice headbutts. Let's continue this. Oh my goodness, the clash.
What a
we
clash.
are out of there.
I am shocked how that interaction worked out, but that was super cool. Nice use of the beam there. She turns to block the beam the other way. What a weird animation.
Yeah.
Nice job using that neutral jump button and then able to still confirm into the knockdown afterwards.
Nice beam. You're not allowed to run at me, please. Oh, nice.
Lariat doesn't quite work out for Decent there. Pushing the corner, able to convert the jab into a full combo here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not going to be enough here to close this out, I don't think. It still is once more pretty deep into the combo, and Ladiva has Ladiva has a fair amount of HP there. Good dragon toss. Ooh, the EX Thunder was a little too low altitude.
Yeah.
Love the idea, but your TK was too on point.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, the jug. Oh, not able to catch the juggle after the lariat.
All right, just...
However, gets a combo reset, and that's going to close it out.
Yeah. Wow.
Give him the countdown. 1, 2. All the time slow, and we got the ref avatar. It's too strong with the ref avatar.
Yo, he let go of the sticks and came on into the ring and decided to cut it.
Yo, count him out.
I got this. I already know I won. What are you standing up for? I know I won. Like, oh, all right, well.
You know, as much as I hate that Vern shield, though, I gotta say the costume color is at least on point with the Vern shield. So,
exactly.
Thanks.
Aesthetic is still there.
All right, uses the EX dive to push him to get the knockdown in the corner there. Gets the beam follow-up afterwards, but the beam is blocked. But the follow-up sequence is not blocked. We get the knockdown once more. Here's juggled, rather, before the knockdown. Doesn't even go into the knockdown, just goes for the little bit of a reset instead. And perfect.
Nice.
Both rounds that D-Nice has won were both perfects.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think that's what we call a volatile matchup.
Yeah, it's really interesting because D-Nice is always like it seems that D-Nice's pressure and just offense is just
nice use of the negative edge lightning there. Able to use it afterwards to confirm off of the overhead when you wouldn't be able to otherwise. That was really, really good. Because it opens up the threat of the overhead. Because the overhead, normally you can't combo off of it unless you got that counter hit. But if you got that lightning out, you can't just sit back and hold down and just think, I'll eat the overhead damage. Not that big of a deal. Because as we just saw, can turn into a larger combo. That was really, really nice. In fact, it was D-Nice. Uses that button to shove off. Wow. That confirmed.
Anti-air.
Anti-air 2M into super?
Yeah. Yes, that works.
Sure, I love it. That was beautiful. Hits the dragon toss afterwards and closes out the round.
That super for Zoe, that whole pillar, if you're caught in it, that is a guaranteed animation, with the exception of like a couple scenarios, but for the most part, that's a full animation.
All right. Game apiece here into the first round of the next game, or of the deciding match. Catch the SPD into the knockdown. What's the mix going to be? Goes for the 2H into the overhead. Gets blocked, not too much out of it. Eats the 2M into the Rekka follow-up.
Ooh, nice cross-up here.
Yeah.
Should be able to get us set up. Yep. There you go.
There's the beam. Catches. Oh, not able to confirm off the second pulse of the beam. Nice spot dodge there to dodge the cross-up. I feel like that could have been punished. However, Decent didn't quite have the timing on it to do so.
Oh, big jump in here.
Oh, I wonder if that grab wasn't even close. That had to be a missed input there, and that's so unfortunate. It's going to be just shy of finishing off, I believe.
No,
I'm wrong. That closes it out.
That hyper beam.
D-Nice sitting on match point right now.
Yeah.
All right, we see the approach here from Decent, trying to get in. We see the slow charge of the dragon meter there from D-Nice. All right, there goes the beam. Oh, you catches with the low. There must have been a button to press attempt there, because Ladiva was in the low animation, or in the crouch animation. There's the EX Thunder, it's out. Not able to confirm off the overhead there. Almost sitting on a perfect here again. That's going to close it out.
Yep.
Is this going to be another perfect? I think it was.
Unfortunate. What is it with Ladiva players and having a sweep? What's up
there
with
it goes.
Perfect? Another one? Oh, my goodness.
That was 3 perfects of the 4 rounds that were won.
Looking pretty solid out here.
Strong stuff.
Yep.
That was some really nice Zoe play, too. We saw a lot of the theory Zoe stuff pan out, like being able to confirm off of the overhead with the negative edge lightning move there in situations where you wouldn't be able to elsewise. We saw a lot of really good uses of the beam, even at like the very tip of it as well. Because like when Zoe first came out, a lot of the setups involved having them right in the middle between the dragon and Zoe, whereas in this matchup, we saw like the very, very tippy edge of the beam being used sometimes for that mix-up. Good stuff.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
And it looks like we have our next match already ready to go. Kraken Atkins and Aikido 555. Which is going to be from the West Coast bracket.
That's the West Coast bracket. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, some great games so far. Look forward to plenty more here.
And if you haven't already, please consider hitting up that matcherino. Goes towards a good cause and helps contribute to our players as well. It's going to be matcherino.com/t/Ronin Rumble. And the code is RRG13.
Can't believe we're on the 13th one. That's crazy, right? Like a month and then some? Well, more than a month. 3 months?
What? How's your math?
Listen here. Listen here.
I hope you count frames better than you count better than you count months. Did you just shout Red 13?
I just shout Red 13. I just said it's 13.
All right, so we got Lalanne versus Catalina here. I believe that was Kraken Atkins on the Lalanne, but we'll see here in the loading screen. Got that Halloween color, Catalina. Very elegant looking.
There's no escaping the destiny. About to beat the first rebel.
All right, so Lalanne and Catalina. Catalina very much absolutely a fundamentals character. Lalanne kind of the total opposite of that, which has a lot of like weird, I'm going to call them gimmicks, but I mean it in the most loving sense of the word. So we'll see how this matchup works out. So yeah, it's going to be Aikido on the left there with Lalanne and Kraken Atkins on Catalina. All right, so yeah, the fire... Nice. Catches the thrust with that button there afterwards. That spacing was immaculate to do so.
Just holy smokes.
Why is that EX counter coming out there at like full screen? I imagine that maybe Aikido thinks that there's a read on the thrust there trying to catch it.
Right,
out.
Yeah, I would think so, right?
Boy sweeps in low, catches it.
Running away. Nice beam to clash with the fireball. Nothing off of it, though.
Oh, wow. I thought that was going to be a run-up confirm off of that beam shot there. I would have been so impressed. Gets the jump in there from Kraken Atkins. And here, this looks like it's going... This looks a little bit dicey for Kraken Atkins with the health discrepancy here, but this is the sort of thing where Catalina can do so much damage and gets to the corner so easy, never mind. That's going to do so much damage there and gives the setup, too, into the HPA. Got to hold the missiles.
Uh-oh.
Nice slide through.
Woo! Look at this. I love this back and forth between these two players because they're doing a really excellent job of reacting to each other's tactics.
Have these two players fought before? I feel like they must have.
Right?
It feels like there's some interesting counterplay and reads going on here.
Exactly. Like, this is too...
It's fun to watch. It's just a little like... That's not the choice that I would have expected. Closes it out there with the low there and gets the food eat in afterwards. Let me finish you off and then chow down on my salad.
No.
All right, Catalina catches with the 5M there, not able to turn it into anything else afterwards. Slide into the awesome sauce. Ooh, DP to stuff the overhead. Nice reactions.
Yeah, either they fought a lot of Catalinas before, or the opposite, they fought a lot of Lalannes before, because these reads are just on point. Nice, these reactions.
Ooh, that conversion off of the light wall into the wall bounce into the 2U for the sweep goes for the cross-up. Doesn't get the hit off the cross-up, but is able to keep the pressure afterwards. Blocks the awesome sauce. Ooh, gets clipped by the follow-up button? Really?
Oh, damn. Immediately stops.
All right, here's Yiggy. Let's see what you do.
All right, this is the true test at this point, right? Like, you have to know exactly what you're dealing with, and oh my goodness, look at that.
Yeah, jumps away from doesn't block the wind on the ground to avoid the unblockable. Kraken Atkins knows what's up here.
Yeah, this is bad.
All right, so no more meter left. EX Fireball's in there. Just uses the EX Fireball as a way to close the gap there. Nice. There's the EX counter stance to catch out the thrust, like we were guessing earlier. The missiles are out.
Oh, boy. Oh, the high, low, high.
Aikido winning it out. Nice job. It used to be like when Lalanne was out like week 1, it was like when people would win with like Yiggy or whatever, I'm like, they're not really playing this game. They're just getting away with the stuff that no one knows how to fight. But now when I see Lalanne's win, I'm like, wow, immaculate. Genius player.
If you've committed this long to playing Lalanne, you know a thing or two about this character. I mean, there's no question anymore.
All right, there comes the EX boys into the unblockable setup.
Oh, wow, look at that damage. And had enough time to get some food in before
Already has SBA on deck. Honestly, I would just pop HPA right now and just use it, because then you're going to build up another meter by the end of it anyways. You don't even need to, though. Just win the round instead. What do I know? Nice job, Aikido.
Well done.
What's the round start going to be this time? Both players just sort of kindly give some space to one another. Seen some fireballs from Kraken Atkins. Nice DP out. We only really saw that one very damaging combo from Kraken Atkins, and I feel like there could be a little more patience here trying to set up for those large, big, chunky combos that'll just do so much and make up for all the lost time. But I feel like Kraken Atkins here is playing a little bit on the back foot versus Aikido.
Yeah, I would agree. Kraken is definitely playing, like, just respecting a lot of what Aikido is putting out there. It's really cost them a lot because, they're making these stray hits here and there, but then, like, Aikido is just free to just kind of chip away and just do larger, beefier combos, get set up.
Yeah, and wow, runs all the way into the corner there. I gotta say, Lalanne players always feel like they're having a great time.
Yeah. I think you're having
HBA
fun
combo?
playing this character.
Uh-oh. Gonna sit there. Oh, uses the EXDP to blow up the unblockable, but sitting at just about chip kill range, if not already at chip kill range. This is looking very scary. This could be one touch into, tries to slide through, but gets caught by the Caterpillar. Unfortunate.
Just a little bit late on that reaction there, because if that would have hit before the missiles came out, that'd have been it. You've been able to get that knockdown and then set up right after. Continue your OP pressure. Man.
Aikido, though, closes it out, 2-0.
Yeah.
That was winner side, so Kraken Atkins is still alive on the lower half of the bracket. And it looks like our next match, we're going to have Vegas KOF Johnny versus Josie.
Yeah, that's
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, that's set between Aikido and Kraken Atkins. I think you're right. They had to have played each other before because, man, just the intelligence about, like, each decision they were making, they already knew, like, several steps ahead what was happening next. So they really respected each other.
Yeah, that's one of those things that you see happen with. That's one of the things I love about fighting games is when there's a big difference between fighting somebody cold who you've never played before and fighting someone that you fought a ton. Because you start to get these decisions that look really strange in a vacuum. But if you consider that these players may have played each other a bunch, then you can really see how that manifests.
Right.
Yeah, like I have a couple of training partners where when I fight with them, other people are watching and they're like, what are you two doing? But of course, it's like, no. Trust me, this all makes sense. I promise.
We've been here before. We know what's happening right now.
All right, so Vegas KOF and Josie. I know I've seen Vegas KOF on stream before. How'd they do?
Yes.
All right, and so this is going to be Charlotta versus Gran. All right. Of course, Gran, we all know and love the boot, although the first Gran that we've had on stream today.
Yeah, Vegas KOF Johnny is pretty prominent out here in the West Coast. Has been, running a lot of the, not running, but in the brackets of Wednesday night fights, doing really well out there. Definitely putting on the show. So it'll be a sight to see for this round in particular.
Okay, so
I say that
able to catch the punish on the ADP as well, which let me tell you, trying to punish that light DP is a lot harder than you might think sometimes.
Yeah.
Right, there's a EX dive afterwards, which does leave you with some plus frames in most scenarios, I believe. Uses the EX slash afterwards, catches the overhead, not a counter hit overhead though, so not able to convert it into large damage. Vegas KOF Johnny able to get the side swap though, so had the mid screen position, however loses it now. I was gonna say it because now we're in the sort of position where one EX boot can be converted into so much damage that it can equalize this like 60% life discrepancy here.
All right, nice.
Oh, nicely spaced boot there as well. That spacing made it so probably not easy to punish. Oh, there's the counter hit.
You'll dance on him. Oh, we're using the helmet. Never mind. I didn't realize we were all the way up there already. Holy smokes.
Yeah, and that was using it, and that was confirming off of the non-EX boot as well. I respect it. That doesn't quite close it out.
I can't believe you're not dead after that. Like, how?
I don't think that's quite chip kill range either. I think it's...
No. I think
nice. I like the attempt there of blocking that in the air and trying to get a punish afterwards. Oh, now that's a chip kill setup right there, though. So you see this in a couple of different instances in this game. So as we know, you can't get the chip kill with the same move that puts you to 1 HP where chip would finish you off. However, if you do a special that has a gap in the middle of it, that'll leave room where you can chip them out with it. You see the same thing happen with Jita's third hit of her Rekka as well. Just a similar scenario. So yeah, you would have had to punish in the middle there or try to spot dodge it or roll through it. Awkward scenario to deal with.
All right. Ooh, nice option to roll through that.
Nice spot dodge afterwards to try to get away from the punish, but unfortunately doesn't quite get out of dodge. Oh, the 2H with a counter hit, but not able to turn it into a confirm. Nice use of the ADP to blow up the counter hit, the overhead attempt.
Hold on to these sword slashes. Oh, the tumbles are in.
Oh, nice. Push the side swap, gets back into the corner, catch it with a 2U. Oh, really?
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Ever have your DP punished by a neutral jump? All right. Charlotta catches with the mid there, gets the EX dive off of the demon flip there. Ooh. If we see a spot dodge here, you can try to get a punish. Might have been block stun, so not able to spot dodge out of it.
Right.
Yeah, that's one of those... Oh, no. Catches the counter hit overhead again. A little too gutsy for those throw tech attempts there from Josie. Unfortunate for them. That's only game one, though. Not quite out of it just yet.
Yeah, no, definitely not. It's always kind of funny to watch Johnny play in neutral because you see a lot of these like with buttons come out, it's kind of like daring like that particular space, trying to force your opponent to react, and it's just like it can sometimes throw you off. You're just watching it
into the corner, into the juggle, into the knockdown. Use the 2U, the spot dodge afterwards for the frame kill.
Oh, nice jump, you shut that down entirely. You're not allowed to come up here.
Yeah, that was the second time this set that we saw a DP attempt punished by a neutral jump plus button.
Gran is literally just like the anime protagonist, but like they have an answer for literally every scenario. It's just Gran's interesting.
It's the anime protagonist after they've discovered the power of friendship. All right, push to the corner here. Are we going to see another counter hit overhead with a bad throw tech attempt? We've seen 2 of those already, where they led to rounds getting closed out here.
Yikes.
Nice job off the clash there. Clash interactions in this game are so crucial.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, nice counter hit off the wall.
Standing button into the wall, bounce into the combo. That's going to be enough damage to close it out and send Josie to the lower half of the bracket. Big ups to Vegas KOF, Johnny.
Wow, and that's it right there.
That went pretty quick there, but that's not too surprising for a match with Gran and Charlotta. Charlotta wants to stay in your face. Gran wants to output some massive damage, so this makes sense to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, honestly, it's always a treat to watch KOF Johnny play. It's very, fundamental to watch, but it's like the decisions that he makes in each game. His ability to capitalize off of each situation is, he's very aware of what he's getting put into, and is just patient enough to just react to each character he's playing against. So,
yeah, very, very mindful play, not leaving a whole lot on the table all the time. Very interesting to see when that pans out. So we're waiting for one of our other players to join. They should be hopping in just a minute, I would hope. And in the meantime, if you do have some time here between matches, please consider hitting up that matcherino, help contribute to the prize pool, and help contribute to helping out a good cause with the winner of the evening will be donating a portion of the proceeds to their choice of Black Lives Matter movement or charity. You all understand what I'm saying. So yeah, help support a good cause.
Yes, and of course, don't forget as well, next week is going to be that Ronin Rumble Skullgirls bracket as well. You can check that out at smash.gg/RRSG. Sign up if you have the Steam copy of Skullgirls. If not, be sure to check it out on Steam. I guarantee it's on sale right now. I would not be surprised if someone told me it's on sale right now.
You probably have a friend who has a free copy to give away to you, if it's not already on sale. I haven't played Skullgirls in a minute, but I'm really excited to watch not only the Evo run of it that's going to be coming up, but the various web tournaments for it. Just because, one, good netcode, and two, it's a game that has had a lot of time to grow and evolve and stabilize. So it'll be interesting to see how that turns out.
Yeah, exactly. It's always been interesting because I've heard some players a few years ago try to sit there and say, well, it's so far gone in the meta, it'll be impossible to learn. It's that is not the case for this game. There's a robust tutorial inside that game that can teach you so much about it. There's plenty of information out there, so feel free to check it out. It's super fun and freeform. I like watching Skullgirls a lot, honestly.
All right, and we are into our next match now, getting loaded up here. Looks like it's going to be Max versus Naji. So it's going to be Bubs versus Jita.
Yeah. And
that's going to be Max on Bubs. Weeb Destroyer is the PSN name. Wow, that'll strike fear into your heart.
As a Jita player? Yeah.
All right. I mean, I'm one of those people that wear cat ears to tournaments, so I'm destroyed. All right, and then Naji on Jita. So Bubs is thought to be one of the characters who's a little bit on the weaker end. However, Bubs has some options that other characters don't really have, so it's interesting to see how Bubs players try to compensate for it. Ooh, punishes the teleport. That teleport is only ever the one fixed distance unless it's going into the corner. So once you get a read on that spacing for it, you can really punish it. And that was the first attempt at the teleport that got blown up too. So you got to imagine that Max is going to be aware of that and try not to teleport quite as much. Just shuts down that option from the jump. EX tandem sucks in.
I thought nice for sure that overhead was going to hit. Yeah. All right, nice. And look at this. Just absolutely aggressive pressure here. Just nice DP option there. There we go. Get that space back. Nice counter hit. Oh, the dive kick right out of it. Okay, never mind. Another counter hit.
Catches the counter hit overhead, but not able to convert it into damage afterwards. Yeah. I feel like we could have saw an EX wing there, and honestly, that might have been able to close it out. That's gotta be... that's one of those that's going to stick in your head.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Oh, no.
EXDP gets blocked, unfortunate. And Bubs with one of the slower DPs as well. I believe it's like 24 frames.
Yeah, I think it's like 19 and 24 or something like that to recover from. Like
it's definitely one of the longer ones. Ooh, catches the EX Rekka's pushed in the corner here into a full combo into the 2U. Oh, misses the 2U afterwards. Overhead. Okay, interesting setup there. Don't know if I've seen that one before. Goes for the dagger toss. Ooh, jumps in. I'm not sure if that was a cross-up button attempt there, but it wasn't quite the right spacing for it. Holds the charged fireball. Oh no, that was EX fireball. So, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Going right through.
You can't.
The wall of daggers? Not interested.
You have to understand, when there's a super meter nearby, do not be in the range of hit of that super meter. You will get caught.
Yeah, I mean, like what? You summoned up like 6 daggers? She's got like what, 10 weapons? 13 weapons in her super?
Exactly. She's like, what is this?
All right. So let's see if Max is able to make an adjustment here. Sticks with Bubs. Fireball gets blocked there. A little mid-screen button trade. EX Fireball pushes in, gets the plus frames, able to run up and follow up with the throw. Jumps in with the JU. That JU from Bubs is a really good button there, but doesn't seem like able to convert it into much I also like the maximum edgelord colors here on Max. All right, push in the corner, EX daggers. All right, EX Fireball pushes all the way. Wow, we went running all the way across the screen and then just EX Rekka to shove right back into the other end. Like, that was a solid, 60 frames of just the run animation there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Charge dive leaves you with plus frames afterwards. You're not able to do anything with the combo and then get stuffed. That catches.
Yep.
That was raw. This is going to be a lot of damage, but not quite going to be enough to close it out, I don't think.
Yeah, you still have at least a good, nice little chunk out of this. So what?
All right, not quite to throw range either, I don't think. Okay, starting to get to throw range. There it is again. The EX dagger toss blown up by the super.
The first time it happened, that should have been the lesson learned. Like, that's it. Like, that. You died the last time you did that. Don't do it again.
Oh, you think we learn things after the first time we get punished on it? This is fighting games. What genre do you think this is?
That was huge.
All right, push into the corner here. Ooh, catches with the one dagger shot, but not able to use it to get out afterwards. Blocks the EXDP. I like that blocks the EX Fireball, then blows it up with the EXDP. I like that use of the EXDP afterwards, because every single time we've seen the EX Fireball, it was a run-up throw or one-up button right afterwards.
Right.
However, this stinks right here. Tries to catch the follow-up button. Oh, just whips it and walks up throws. All right, this is throw. 2M into the EX Fireball, closes it out. Najee takes it over Max.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Like, a little moment of, I don't know what to do. The fear of throwing out the DP, especially after it's been punished so many times, which is understandable. It's interesting. You're afraid to do the DP when it's been punished instead of avoiding doing the daggers. That's just, come on. I'm sorry. I'm just like, no.
I feel like there was a couple of times there too where Max might have been able to get away with Bub's command grab super, because there were a couple times where on Wake Up the pressure was still right in Max's face. Like, there wasn't. So yeah, unfortunate, but so it goes. Bubs does have a lot of options like other characters don't have, but difficult to implement them.
Yes, absolutely. And it's tough when someone has an answer for everything that you're doing. Like, your counterplay, it gets shut down. It's like, I don't have an answer beyond this. Like, that's tough. Like, mentally taxing just to kind of adjust on the fly. Like, it's a tough thing to do at high level play.
All right, and it looks like our next match is coming up here. It's going to be Mike and Ike versus Level 5 Chan.
Here we go. Mike and Ike back on the sticks.
Oh, you've seen Mike and Ike play before? Usually one of our regulars, I'm guessing?
Oh, yeah. Mike and Ike is a regular, especially throughout the FGC. I initially met Mike and Ike through Killer Instinct, and then, of course, he moved on to Street Fighter V, and now we're seeing him here in Granblue Versus. Mike and Ike is definitely a decorated player for sure at this point. No slouch at all.
All right, so we got Lalanne versus Jita. All right, and it's going to be Level 5 Chan on Lalanne and Mike and Ike on Jita.
Yeah, I'm not surprised with Mike and Ike. Like we said, the last time we saw him, the Street Fighter fundamentals really do shine here when he's playing Jita, especially with those.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So we'll definitely see that on display. Lalanne, I don't think we'll... it's going to be tough, right? Because we saw this matchup before, right? Where Lalanne had to set up and kind of just make sure that they had the momentum throughout the set. Mike and Ike is going to be a little bit more patient in this matchup that we'll see. So it'll be interesting to adjust.
Have all the Lalanne players that were on stream been winners so far?
I'm going to have to restart the match here. Okay. Yeah, lobby issues are going on. It did look a little bit choppy at the start, so we'll see what happens after.
Okay.
What's the question again about the Lalannes?
Yeah, I was just thinking, correct me if I'm wrong here, but all the Lalanne players that we've seen on stream have won their matches. Yeah,
actually. Yeah, I don't think any of them have lost now that I think about it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
This is a Lalanne city out here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start making US tier lists versus JP tier lists.
Yeah, and it's not just. I'm trying to see if it's like consolidated into one coast. If it's like only East Coast Lalanne and only West Coast Lalanne, because that would be interesting. If it's like, oh, only West Coast Lalannes are winning. Sorry, like.
Well, it's like when you're getting food of a certain type, there's West Coast pizza versus East Coast pizza. And, for certain people, maybe they only want to have one or the other.
We only eat the Detroit style pizza out here. Okay. Forget your Chicago deep dish. It's all about the Detroit deep dish.
I've actually never had Detroit style pizza.
Have you done the Little Caesars deep dish pizza?
Cannot say that I have.
Oh, okay. All right. Or Jets pizzas deep dish?
Never had Jets. They did have Jets in Chicago when I lived in Chicago, but I never had it though.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I grew up on the West Coast.
It's okay. Because it's like you'll see a lot of pizza restaurants that's claim to do deep dish, but it's not actually deep dish.
Okay.
It's Detroit style deep dish.
I see. Yo, someone hit me up with some Detroit style deep dish in the Twitch chat. I'll take a look. And while we're taking the small break here and getting back into the lobby, please do consider hitting up that Matcherino if you haven't already. And that's going to be matcherino.com/t/Ronin Rumble. RRG13 is the Matcherino code. And of course, also worth mentioning here while we're on break that Holiday Matsuri going down December 18th through 20th. Jeff, our glorious stream host, is going to be running the game room there, and all the folks who help run Ronin Rumble are going to be there as well. So feel free to come on down and join the crew at Holiday Matsuri.
Yeah, looking forward to December. It's going to be a chock full event extravaganza. When you're at CEO, you may as well roll that into Holiday Matsuri. Like, make a whole month out of just events in Florida. Just do that.
And is Holiday Matsuri one of those ones where it's like a general gaming event that'll also have like a dedicated arcade from the fighting game players that are attending it?
It's like your if I remember correctly, anime event. I've not been to a Holiday Matsuri.
Okay.
But I do see it all the time where I'm like, man, I need to go to one of these. It's like that. Like you have your anime and then it's a dedicated gaming hall. So.
That's sick. Yeah, like the closest I had to that was when I went to UMACon. Excellent event, ran by very good people, and that arcade room was slamming. They had the Gundam versus cabs. They had a full suite of those set up. It was so sick.
You went to the one year. You went to the 1 year that I did not go. I moved out to the West Coast the 1 year you went.
I missed you. I'm so sorry. All right, so it looks like we're back into the match now.
Yes.
So we got Wayne versus Jita here. Jeet. Let's see how this pans out.
Oh boy.
I feel like they went full cartoon with Jita's like intro quotes and stuff like that. Just completely leaning into the fact that like it's self-aware that it's a game. I have no problem with this.
Yeah, I just feel like there's so much about it where like they do the whole what if scenario. Like I don't know the lore as far as the gacha goes, but because like she's supposed to be the main character, right? If you play the gacha or
yeah, she's the just the swap of Gran.
Right. So it's like they're so aware, and I love that they bring that into this game, that they play off of that. So it's really cool.
All right, so it looks like we're still having a little bit of issues here with this, so we might be getting the match down.
Right.
All right, so unfortunate, but looks like this match here is having a little bit of technical trouble. So once these two players are cleared off, we'll be getting into another match going on instead. And you know what? We got ups and downs with tournaments. These things happen in real life as well. Sometimes you have a random stick malfunction and a set has to get, moved off. Sometimes other things happen, but we carry on.
We here at Ronin Rumble believe in putting on an excellent production no matter what. And that's what we're doing. Putting on a great show.
Doing our best. Yo, I see someone asking about Killer Queen. Killer Queen, if you haven't played that game is sick. I haven't had a chance to play Killer Queen Black, the version that came out on Switch.
Yeah.
But Killer Queen, the base arcade version, I was in Chicago when that was like one of the few places that had the cabinet. Such a sick game. 5v5 arcade game? Come on.
I saw that cab. There's a barcade in downtown Sacramento called Coin Op, and they have the Killer Queen cabinet there. I've never seen one. I've always heard about it, but I'd never actually witnessed it. And being able to see it is like, whoa, this is actually real. It's the myth. It's the legend.
It's so sick. And the cabinet has built-in drink holders too half the time as well.
Yes.
So you can just hop right into it. It's great. And there's a little ad hoc culture that has developed around it where people will just drop their quarters and there's a little space in the middle of the cabinet where you can just drop your quarters. And so people will just communally throw in quarters into the pile and then play. It's a really, really fun game.
Yeah.
And absolutely the epitome of quick to pick up, difficult to master.
Yes, absolutely. Man.
I see someone popping off about Killer Queen Black in the chat. Maybe I had to get that.
Go. What's going on, Original Shinobi? Hello.
All right, so we're going to get a next match going here instead. Looks like it's going to be Buscarlez, I'm probably mispronouncing that, and Real Ice, if we can get both those players around here. Sorry for the interruption and getting matches going stream, but we're doing what we can.
Buscarlez, maybe? Like maybe it's like a biscuit, like a coffee Triscuit or something. I don't know.
What?
that's where I go. We could Buscar. Like that's.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. I was wondering if it was like maybe it's something that's not English that I'm not picking up on, but
maybe, yeah.
Yeah. All right, here we go. So we got both players in here now. We got Real Ice and Mystery Biscuit. So, I mean, I'm sorry. I don't want to mispronounce the name elsewise. All right. So we got another Lalanne on stream and Zeta. Wow, is Lalanne the US special?
Like, what happened? Like, because we've had several weeks with like maybe one Lalanne. Did you guys just not stream Lalanne? Was that it? It was like, no, we're against Lalanne being on here.
What's baffling to me,
glory.
And what's baffling me is that it's not just that we're seeing all this Lalanne, but we're not seeing a character who is typically recognized to be one of the strongest in the game, Percy.
Oh yeah, that's
We
true.
haven't seen a single Percy on stream.
That's what's nice about Granblue, right? It's like every week is a different flavor of the week for these characters. We're just seeing something different all the time. Like, what, last time we were on, it was like, what, 3 Lancelots, and then Percy was there as well? Like,
Yeah. Maybe it's different banner pulls every week, and it's influencing the player picks as well. Did I use the right terms there? I don't play the gacha games. I'm sorry, y'all.
This character is banned this week.
All right, so we got Zeta here. Actually, that'd be an interesting tournament format, but separate discussion. So we got Zeta versus Lalanne. Nice use of the EX thrust there to push into the corner, and that was the grounded thrust as well, so that didn't end up using the cooldown for the ground thrust.
Nice.
Sorry, the up. If you use the air thrust, it shares a cooldown with her ground thrust, but the up thrust is on its own cooldown.
Oh my goodness. You can't tell which one it is with the blue
Awesome
hair.
sauce in the corner. Yeah, this is visual overload.
Wow.
Oh, that was a really good use of the EX counter stance there. It's active for like 40 some odd frames, I believe, and I think the clashing might extend that duration as well. So you can eat multiple moves, and you actually have to eat multiple moves if there's multiple active hitboxes on you. Otherwise, all of her follow-ups do not have invuln, and they'll get stuffed. So that was really well done on Real Ice's part.
Yeah, we're pumping out. Oh, wow. The boy is not allowed over here.
I also love how loud the Lalanne colors are here, and then Real Ice is like absolutely monochrome.
Yeah, it's hilarious, especially against this backdrop.
Nice.
We got a red backdrop and just bright blue.
The follow-up off the EX counter stance was really good there, but not quite able to convert it into another combo afterwards. Ooh, could have done auto combo into super there, I think, but might not have quite closed it out, so maybe didn't want to do it. Good job of the pogo into the low. Nice work, Real Ice. Round apiece.
Here we go. Let's see how this opens up. Opting to back off here, which is a bad. Oh no, that beam.
Nice, good job. And that was a good use of the B beam, which you can hold to try to blow up spot dodge attempts and stuff like that. Ooh, gets hit with the counter stance off the jump button.
Nice. I like the range here that Real Life is playing at, right? Like it's just perfect where it's just out of range of Lalanne, but close enough where she could still get those hits, you know, just in case.
Yeah, and that 2M there goes so far and able to convert it into the EX thrust there, as we just saw. That was so good! That was the pogo into the air super.
I can't believe it.
She's one of the few characters that has an air super as an option there that worked out really well.
Yeah, nice job. Wow, really good stuff here. I'm appreciating watching Real Ice, you know, just kind of put in work with Zeta.
Yeah, there were a couple of times there where there were some combos where I wasn't quite sure why the follow-up that I might have expected wasn't there, but everything else that Real Ice is doing here is working out pretty well, so what do I know? Catches, the counter stance catches the 2L there. It's another opportunity where he could have been spot dodged, but didn't quite work out. Runs up and throws there because blocking to, or rather was holding back to prevent the caterpillar, but then got thrown afterwards.
Oh, wow. Yeah, put you right back in the corner. Nice counter hit stance. It's really interesting because this set, it has, you know, Buscar has not been able to really get set up. This is actually working really well in this round. There we go. Like, able to take the W there. It's one of those momentum situations, right, where they were able to turn the script, but you know, you're not seeing the usual setup play from Lalanne that we're expecting.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a different flavor compared to what we saw earlier. Oh, I think that roll could have been caught out there, but not really quite get caught.
Oh, nice conversion here to carry to the corner.
Yeah, getting those mid-screen conversions with Zeta 2 are sometimes a little trickier than you might think off that counter stance. That's very nice work there.
It's
Blocks the
always
beam.
scary.
Just
Yeah.
kind of fishing for position here. Boy goes out. Caterpillar's there. I don't think we've seen any use of the 5U from Bushkalez today, or so far.
Yeah, not
Oh,
quite.
that was the startup of the overhead, gets stuffed and shoved into the corner with the EX thrust. Into that corner pressure now. And that corner pressure from Zeta is so scary.
Oh, yep. Wrap it up.
That'll do it. All right.
Yeah, it's
One more
scary.
round for Real Ice to win. Oh, sorry about that. Go right ahead.
That's okay. It's scary to see Real Ice do those jump-ins because we've seen consistently that Buscar likes to use the EX counter stance off of jump-ins. So I'm surprised we're not seeing like more grounded approaches. But I mean, if you got a life lead
Nice
anyway,
throw
just take it.
All right, there we go. We're starting to see some chowing down on a little bit of food there. Small life lead on Real Ice right now with the screen control as well.
Yeah.
Not right in the corner, but closer than not. Ooh, nice use of the EX thrust there to move around. That was a little bit risky to go back in, but it worked out. Use the 2U, cancels the 2U into the stance, then goes for the knee raise afterwards for the jump. Gets pushed into the corner, though. Pushes back out of the corner.
Oh, wow. Yep,
Bushkalez
there it
passes
is.
with the counter stance.
Yep,
There
exactly
go the
what I was
Caterpillar
talking
missiles. Nice. Blocked the Caterpillar missiles in the air, so then was able to hit with the normal to catch out in the air. Ooh, awesome sauce juggled into another awesome sauce. That was a really nice little combo there. We see an HPA here to try to close it out. Nope, just goes for the overhead. It's a game apiece.
It was just layers of mix on mix on mix, right? It was just like, where do I block here? Where do I block there? And just getting caught and just able to capitalize from Buscar. Nice job.
Yeah, I really like the use of the combo with the non-EX awesome sauce, which is sometimes trickier than you might think because those you get into specific scenarios only where they work. Catches the late tech there, which is way better than eating the counter hit overhead, though, or counter hit button. So, ooh, there's the counter hit overhead right there into the boys. Doesn't quite get a setup afterwards. I think that was the intent there with the Caterpillar, but it came out too quick.
Oh, wow, caught low off the empty jump here. Able to convert.
That can be the finish.
Oh,
That is.
look at that.
Yeah, with that EX thrust there, you whiff the third pulse of it when you go down, so you recover, and then you catch with a button, go right into the super. Nice stuff.
Yeah, really good awareness there from Real Ice.
All right. Blocks the cross up there, blocks the counter,
Really good.
blocks the overhead. Ooh, the
defense.
EX counter stance came out a little bit too early. Ooh, here's my own EX counter stance. Goes for the micro dash, catches with a button, but not able to quite convert it into a combo. Still able to get corner pressure out of it, though. So now Buskalez there, holding down that pressure. Real Ice using that beam there. Nice job. Just stay in this corner.
Yeah,
Ooh, we got the pogo. We didn't see the combo from the pogo, but the pressure kept up afterwards. Goes down into the button, into the super. Very clean from Real Ice. Doesn't close it out just yet. One more mix should do it, though. There goes Yiggy.
All right, let's see how you react to this. You got to hold out. There's so much work that Buscar has to do here. Anyway,
Nice job with all these spot dodges. Jumps away from the unblockable setup that we saw earlier. Really nice in Real Ice.
Oh my goodness! I thought the beam was actually gonna hit. You can't set up.
That's real hard to deal with there, too. Once you're at low health versus Zeta, because her beam is so fast and so strong, especially if you're a character who doesn't have any sort of air mobility. Very tough for Buskalez to deal with. And Real Ice takes it. 2-1. Our first Lalanne defeat on stream. He's not impossible, folks.
Yeah, no, definitely not. No, but in that entire set, it was really good because Real Ice was definitely controlling the situation where it was not allowing Lalanne to set up whatsoever. No beams were allowed at full screen. No missiles were allowed. You just, even though that Buscar kept attempting that to try to set that up, try to close the gap, I realized it's like, not today, man. I'm sorry. This is not the place for your laser show.
All right, next up. Oh, wow, yeah, laser show. I didn't think about Zeta having a laser pointer, but that makes sense. All right, so next up, we're going to have Have a Nice Day versus AR Robert. And Have a Nice Day are our Uber champ from last week, both winning the West Coast bracket and winning the West Coast versus East Coast showdown that happens after the end. So, AR Robert, you got your work cut out for you.
Wow.
And both players are already in the room, so we should have our match coming up here pretty quickly. Both players sitting down at the cab, getting ready.
Yeah, Robert was just, hesitating there, right? Just waiting for the intros. I didn't hear my name. Just, can you say it real quick? Because I want the real intro build up, okay?
We got Have a Nice Day versus AR Robert. What would AR Robert's music be? I wonder. I don't want to presume. I don't know what what style AR Robert's about, though. I'm sure it's something with some nice kick to it, though. Fire up everybody, get them pumped before the matches go down.
Maybe it's Robert's theme from KOF.
Ooh.
Could be.
I I don't think I know Robert's theme from KOF. I know Robert. I just don't know Robert's
I know Robert. I don't know his theme either. So I'm just putting it out there for you SNK players out there. Let me know.
Yo, when Robert does his when he kind of pumps his vest during one of his animations in KOF 13, like during his super, he like does like and then like does a little like vest pop. It looks so sick.
I just love animations for them. It's great.
Okay, all right, so we got AR Robert on Gran, and we got Have a Nice Day on Charlotta. We saw this matchup a little bit earlier, that when we had Vegas KOF Johnny on stream, so probably might play out a little bit differently here, but let's see how it goes.
Right.
Cooking by the book, featuring Little John Lazy Town. Okay, I see you stream. All right. So AR Robert versus Have a Nice Day, Charlotta versus Gran. Seeing some fireballs on screen here just to control that horizontal plane. Ooh, but bad fireball gets punished by a jump in there. Also, gotta say, Have a Nice Day, digging the green on green. Nice color matching. Attention to detail. EX Fireball from AR Robert catches in the air. Not able to get too much after it, but able to get some buttons after the action and follow it up here. Have a Nice Day, very patient, just down back in there. Hold the overhead, doesn't press the button there. But you know what? A single overhead, not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things, so long as it's not a counter hit.
Nice, another jump in. Oh, not punished.
Clips with the JU. Goes for the jump in A there from Have a Nice Day. Catch with the EX slash. Close out the round.
Yeah, the big heavy swing though. You get hit by that slow swing. It's just like gut wrenching every time. All right, nice fireball here. Good dodge.
All right. Yo, I see you, Caitlin Snow. I'll get you after the matches. All right, jumping around there, catches the button. Wow. Oh, not quite able to turn the air-to-air hit into a conversion. That would have been really nice if so. Catches the counter hit 5H from Charlotta. She really just like swings with that thing when she does.
Right? She puts all her weight behind it. Like,
yeah, like I want to see her like Photoshop to hit like one of those like carnival hammer smashes.
Yeah,
you know?
That's it right there.
Closes out the round there. Have a Nice Day does. AR Robert sitting down a game. Yo, everybody's just matching rematch right away today. We're not getting any time for people to deliberate.
Yeah, they're trying to get right into it here. All right, nice. Playing the slow game. Nice, trying to be real patient.
Nice spot dodge on the fireball there. Of course, those spot dodges on fireballs really, really add up in the neutral play there just because it creates a gap in your opponent's offense. That was, how many times was that dash up 2A? Like, what, 3 hits of it? Yeah, look at that.
1, 2, 3 attempts, and that's it.
We saw 2 triple pulses of that twice in a row, and you know that Have a Nice Day knows that they are in AR Robert's head. Because, wow, okay.
Oh my goodness, they won't do it again. No, they won't do it again. I guess maybe they won't do it again, and then you get hit. Like, oh man.
How are you gonna have a name like Have a Nice Day and then treat people like that? That's just rude. Come on.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, EX Charlotta ball into the corner there, goes for the super jump into the button and auto combo string afterwards. Unable to quite get punished there.
Okay, here we go.
Boom. Pushing into the corner here. Ooh, catches with the throw there, but that's okay. It's one throw. It's not a counter hit. That's not that big of a deal.
Okay, you say it's not a counter hit and then immediately get hit by EX Fireball? That could have been far worse.
Look, I'm just saying, I'll eat 5 throws before I eat a counter hit.
Oh, yes.
All right, into the super. That, I don't think that's quite going to be enough to close it out unless that was off of a single button trade. Still a lot of damage, though, and this is thrower overhead range now. Now it really matters. You don't want to eat that overhead.
Sweep it to... Stop!
Well, it's safe though on block, and so couldn't go into the... Ooh, catches it and takes a round. Nice work from AR Robert. But yeah, if you're stuck in the block animation, you can't go into your spot dodge, and since that's super safe, it's not the worst call in the world to go for it there.
It's just...
Especially if you're getting down... Oh yeah, to see it live is still a different story, yes.
Why?
All right. Ooh, this round's going to go quick. EXDP there. This is throw will finish it off.
Yep, just keep on
this chip damage is starting to... that chip damage is adding up, and it gets so scary there when you're in the corner like that. And Have a Nice Day closes it out.
Have a nice day, man. See you in the bottom bracket. Oh.
Yo, have a nice day. When you say your own name to the person after you beat them.
What are you, a Pokemon? You just going to keep doing that to me?
Have a nice day. All right, so that was AR Robert and Have a Nice Day, and it looks like our next match might be Akito and Angel Freak. Looks like we already got Akito in the room, and I think we are waiting on Angel Freak to join still. So in this gap here, if you haven't already, hit up the Matcherino. Please contribute to the prize pool. Share the stream out. Let's try to break 200 viewers. Matcherino is matcherino.com/t/Ronin Rumble. And the code for it is RRG13.
Yes, yes. And of course, don't forget as well, next week is that Skullgirls bracket, smash.gg/RRSG. It'll be played on the Steam platform, so definitely make sure you get that copy downloaded. If not, just check it out, man. Like I said, there's probably a sale for Skullgirls right now. It's fantastic.
Yeah, great game. And yeah, good game. Excellent teamwork in it. 3v3 fighter. Of course, there are ways you can do ratio of it and have one person or two person teams. I think it's typically played with three characters, or I'm not sure how the meta's worked out in terms of like what's the strongest formation type.
Usually we see the 3v3 format, but yeah, you're right. There's enough free form where you can do one character versus three. It's just might not be recommended, maybe, but who cares? Just have fun. Play how you want.
Yeah, have a nice time. For me personally, I couldn't imagine playing a team game and not having multiple characters. I want my assists.
Right, exactly. I'm just like, no, I'm not sure if any one character, but that's me. I'm not that deep into the knowledge of Skullgirls. I just like watching the game. It's actually pretty interesting to watch. And that's my thing about like games like that, just having the ability to be more free form and kind of player. Like you can really see a player's character, like their personal character and how they play, their style. It's always fun.
Their personality. Yeah. With the more flexibility there is in a game, the more room there is for someone's personality to shine.
Exactly. Thank you. Yeah, that's where I was.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hijack your comment there.
No,
Sorry,
it was the word I was looking for. I'm like, no, that's not it though.
All right, so we got both players in here now, Angel Freak and Akito. Angel Freak looks like they may be a Ladiva player, so we'll see if that is the case.
Oh man, it'll be the second Ladiva that we've had on this stream, so it'll be interesting to check it out.
All right, Oh yes, and Akito was another one of our Lalannes. So Lalanne versus Ladiva.
And of course, it is on the winner side at this point as well. It's safe to assume. Is it?
Yeah, they should still be on the winner side.
Yes. Yeah, we are actually making really excellent progress here. So.
Yeah. All right. So. Lalanne versus Ladiva. So this is interesting here because Ladiva doesn't have a true reversal option outside of supers, but the lariat version of her SBA can work to shut down some of the setups and travels a fair distance. So it's very much one of those matches where I imagine once you get the SBA, or Ladiva is one of the characters where once she gets access to her super, the way you have to play a matchup around her changes drastically.
Yep.
Same with Lalanne, really, because then he gets access to HPA and Yiggy, I imagine.
Yeah, actually, that is also two terrifying characters once they have meter.
All right. Well, there's HPA right there. Really?
Nope.
Going for the auto combo versus it?
Overcommitted! Ah! That was rough.
Blocks the first hit. Yeah. No, I was just saying blocked the first couple hits of the Slayer kicks there, but then didn't hold the block the whole time during it. Those things hit multiple times.
Yep. The confidence was there in the HPA, but it was just like, no, don't overcommit. You had the right idea, just don't overcommit. That's important. Nice parry off the jump in here.
Yeah.
We're gonna get further set up.
Nice. Get out of here. Just tags the bro right.
Whoa!
No thanks. No, bro.
Auto DQ right here. Call the commish.
All right, got the throw into the corner. Ooh, nice. Tries to spot dodge the overhead, but then gets caught by the boy afterwards. Doesn't quite work out. Gets juggled into the HPA. Is this going to be one of the combos from HPA? It is. Wow, nice work.
Really good stuff here. Akito still showing that, they're pretty strong in this bracket.
Yeah, and as you saw there too, that's one of the reasons why a lot of Lalanne players prefer to use HPA for the super versus using the Yiggy super. It's you can combo after the HPA, so it's the closest you can get to some sort of damage extension. I don't think it's quite the same sort of damage that you get out of other characters who can get out of their SBA, but it's guaranteed damage that Lalanne can't get elsewise.
Right, exactly. Oh, yeah, trying to pair the follow-up, which was not a bad idea.
Overhead?
There is a follow-up after the headbutts here.
Ooh, side swap with the missile shots there, too. Yeah. And those missiles have this they speed up as they travel, so it can be a little bit weird to try to block that. That's also why you got to use the guard button for those side swap setups.
Yeah, I think he tried to react to that situation, too, to stop the throw potential. I don't know about this one.
He goes for the throw. See, that's very telling right there as well. If I'm Akito right now, even though my health is down, I'm feeling supremely confident. Because when you see a whiff throw like that while the person was already way in the air, eats the unblockable when it wasn't even a setup for it either. Oh, sitting at mid-screen, too. Don't block the win special. Nice. Okay, it's over now. Now the life lead, though, blocks the missiles, then gets caught with the 2H because you can't block those normals in the air.
Yes. Got to be careful.
Unfortunate.
By a projectile in the sky. Yes, any grounded normal will blow you up.
Except for Metara's anti-airs, but I'll get salty later. All right, so there's the boy into the corner, blocks the overhead there. I feel like I want to see more 2U from Angel Freak. I'm used to seeing that all the time from the Diva players.
Yeah, you would think, right?
Oh no, gets caught with the boy setup in the corner. Catches the lariat. Oh, doesn't catch the combo afterwards. Ladiva, one of the few characters who can extend a lot of her combos in the mid-screen where other characters can't, but not able to use that ability here and gets closed out with the HPA from Aikido.
It is unfortunate there. It's, Lalanne is a tough character to face off against, right? If you don't understand, like, how Lalanne's supers work. There was excellent reaction against the Yggdrasil, right? And the HPA it was a good idea, like I said. It was just, you got to be careful on how much you commit if you're going to go for counter hit options like that.
Yeah, and that's one of those ones too where Ladiva being the one true grappler in the game has to play around matchups a lot more specifically than other characters. It's like like the way you might play Catalina in certain matchups is probably going to be pretty similar across the board versus how a grappler might have to approach that. So unfortunate, but I believe that was still the upper half of the bracket, so Angel Freak should still be alive in the lower half of the bracket.
Right, exactly. We still got time here.
All right, so we are waiting to get, it looks like, Mike and Ike and Sharks coming up, I believe. Okay, unless I am incorrect about that one.
Because there's also Top and Vegas KO. Restart the lobby. All right, we'll do that too. We'll do whatever we want to do, right? At this point. But no, everyone that stopped by, thank you so very much. Make sure you check out that matcherino as well. Using code RRG13 there, and 20% of the funds that are accrued for this will go towards a Black Lives Matter movement of the choice of the winner of the bracket. So
we're trying to fight the good fight here inside the stream and trying to fight the good fight out there in the world as well. So please contribute. And of course, just to say as well, there are certainly other ways to contribute beyond that if you are so inclined. Please help out all the rest of our brothers, sisters, and otherwise siblings out there. All right, so we're getting the room restarted here, getting back into it, and we'll try to get it going. It looks like we're going to get one or two matches. We're going to have a few matches on deck here, it looks like, so we can try to get the first one, or rather trying to assemble a few different matchups so that we can get it going with whichever one shows up first. The Ronin Rumble team, the production team here, folks, I got to say, these people are top-notch here. I've worked a number of events on commentary and a couple of online ones, and these Ronin Rumble folks are on top of it. So please show them some love. Well, retweet the stream, let them know in the chat, let them know on other forms of social media, join the tournaments. They run a tight ship here.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, you got that Amazon Prime. You also had Twitch Prime. If you're not using it, they just take away that free $5. So why not just give that subscription right here while you're watching it? Why not?
Yeah, light it up, y'all. All right, so looks like we do have a match coming up here. It's going to be Mike and Ike versus Sharks. Sharks with a Z.
Sharks.
Z.
Is it like fighters? So we just say Sharks?
All right, so it looks like we got Sharks on Metara and Mike and Ike on Jita. I fought this matchup a bunch. This matchup is a little bit tough. So Jita and Gran are very similar, but Jita's buttons go a little bit further than Gran's. So in this matchup in particular, it can be very difficult for Metara since she has to deal with all the usual problems that you have to deal with from fighting a Shoto, but her buttons are also extra.
You know what? That's a great way to put it for Jita right there. She's just an extra character. She's just hella extra.
All right, so interested to see how this will pan out here. I haven't used this alt color. Oh, this must be one of the costume pack alt colors.
Look at that, just the soft blue.
Yeah, I'm getting too distracted by the makeup, Metara. Dang, making me feel like I should have put eyeshadow on.
There you go.
Look, I don't have my webcam on right now. Ain't got my face on. All right, so we're getting into the action here. Both players are sort of jockeying for position there. Catches the hop M into the EX arrow shot. One of Metara's big weaknesses. Doesn't have a ton of damage in the mid screen. Ooh, we still got time for the setup off the butterfly. Doesn't go for it. That's okay. EX DP gets shoved off, but really eating a DP in this game is not that much damage unless it's leading into a combo, so not the biggest problem in the world. Nice job on that anti-air. That was so last second. Gets blown up by the DP there after the hop. Nice. TKs TKs the EX jump shot into the super. Nice job. That super, though, doesn't quite give you the animation. Wow. Sharks made very quick work of that round there.
Sharks was definitely in control. Like, if
Good
this
stuff.
is what happens when Sharks hunt in packs, okay? Like, this right here, this is why they don't.
All right, so we got the EX arrow shot. This is pretty much a repeat of the first round so far. Yeah. Ooh, nice. That was such a nice follow-up with the 5H to catch the butterfly explosion. Did get shoved off with the EXDP afterwards, but kept that block stun. Really good stuff here. Okay, now this is where it gets really tough for Metara because she doesn't have any kind of reversal outside of her super, and her super is on the slower end. So she's got to hold all this pressure here and look for a way out. You'll see a lot of up back with the EX arrow from Metara players just to try to create some sort of diversion there. However, a lot of the times you can blow it up with a light DP and catch a juggle afterwards.
Oh, another dodge.
Spot dodges the JC but doesn't work or gets caught afterwards. All right, EX Rekka there stops up for the second pulse. EX arrow shot gets blocked there, but of course this is Metara. She got multiple EX arrows on deck.
Yep.
Nice job. Uses the butterfly explosion to protect the hop in afterwards. Good stuff there.
Big jump in here. Oh, nothing off of it.
And that EX jump shot there leaves you with plus frames. Oh god, that EX fireball from Jita is such a pain to deal with as Metara, since she can tweak the speed at which it travels. So if you even want to spot dodge it, you have to be very on point with how you spot dodge it.
All right, so
apparently Sharks people are saying Sharks is a melee player. Interesting.
Oh my goodness.
Nice. Okay, so the EX arrows are out. Uses the first shot of the butterfly. Oh, it's gonna be an overhead. Oh no, doesn't go for it. I thought we were gonna see an overhead attempt off of the butterfly there. Tries to catch with the second anti-air arrow. That is how you have to confirm some of Metara's air strings, but or anti-air strings, but didn't quite work out there. All right.
It's gonna be yeah. Oh, not a full
could have
punish,
been.
though. Yeah.
It's very, very difficult to punish, and with Metara, since the damage isn't that high off the punishes. Oh, this is gonna be a juggle into a super. Yeah, here we go.
Oh yeah! Wow.
That damage.
Chill out. It was just one button, dude. Just one. Mike, please.
Catch it with an overhead. Not a counter hit, though. That was a throw. Okay, this is throw. We'll finish it. That gets scary. Sharks had it, though, then got pushed in the corner, and Mike and Ike was able to run it back.
All off of one super skybound art. That's crazy. And you know what? It's interesting you bring up that Sharks melee player as well. Which, if that is the case, of course, like it's really interesting to see because the execution that it takes to play Metara in this way, it makes a lot of sense, right? Because melee is such a high execution game.
Yeah, and she is one of the characters that has very specific conversions for the mid-screen routes. So, yeah. All right, so trying to jump and hop away there. So what you can do there, if you super jump back and then hop, you can use your guard button afterwards to change your facing and then do an EX arrow afterwards to try to protect your landing. But because Jita was able to catch with the close button afterwards, didn't work out for Sharks.
Right.
Sorry for the info dump on Metara, folks. My character's finally on stream. Let me have this. Uses the roll to get through the fireball. Nice work. Gets shoved in the corner with the Rekka there.
Yeah.
All right,
nice.
The 2M, into the 5M. Just kind of creating some pressure there. There's a lot of Hop C's getting hit here, where I would think that Mike and Ike would be able to stuff them. EX Rekka pushes into the corner here, goes for the ADP afterwards. All right, yeah, close C into the auto combo for the small little punish there. Gets another throw, pushes in. Another throw. Nice work there. I wonder if Sharks knows the safe jump setup off of that. Ooh, gets the hop light. That was off of a light, though, so even if was able to extend that combo, probably wouldn't have finished off, because that's not, that'll scale your starter. Or your starter will scale it like that.
Oh,
nice attempt to confirm there, but it was a little too high up. Nice. Catches off of the range shot with the follow-up arrow afterwards. Excellent work.
Yeah, honestly,
puts a smile on my face every time.
This is a very scary situation for Mike, and I thank goodness it dropped, but unfortunately still wasn't able to survive for that next encounter. Here we go.
Yeah, nice job of Mike and Ike there, trying to do whatever to prevent having to block that 5H, that standing shot that goes like half screen with Metara. Because once you block that, she can follow it up into another arrow, and then she can get her game started. Catches the JU. I think that Sharks thought that was going to be an anti-jump low and got clipped by the jump-in button, and that's going to close it out.
Yeah, look at that. Holy cow. Mike and Ike taking that second game, moving on in the bracket still.
Wow. Okay, that did close it out. Sorry, I looked away for a second, and the screen hadn't gone to the victory yet, and I was like, what? How?
It's about to pack it up, guys. What? All right, thank goodness that ended up the way it did.
All right, so Sharks is sent to lower half the bracket by Mike and Ike.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see Sharks later on in the bracket as well. Definitely looking forward to it. So
yeah, that lower bracket is now, as some would say, shark-infested water.
Don't go too deep. Don't go too deep. Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay. Looks like I think we have our next two players in the room as well. So we'll just need to get them on the sticks here, and then we'll get started.
Yeah, Toph and KOF Johnny is coming back once again.
Ooh, yeah. These are two of the regulars that play, and Toph as well does commentary on the reg as well, I believe.
Yeah, you'll see both of them on the West Coast for sure.
Okay, so let's get down into it. Toph, my mistake.
Oh,
Sorry, I've been watching too much Avatar. I'll be honest.
Yeah, right? I'm sorry.
Sorry.
That's what I go to. I'm sorry. I do apologize.
Toph. Sorry. Toph is my favorite character from Avatar, so that's where my head went. My apologies.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll get Toph here on the stream in just a moment, and then we will get rolling.
Right. Of course, take this opportunity. Check out that matcherino. It's still open for you. We're at $40.75. Don't forget that 20% of the winner's proceeds will go to a Black Lives Matter charity of their choice. So that is fantastic to help support the cause as well. So definitely use the code RRG13, get that free 50-cent donation there.
Yeah, and of course, share the stream out as well. Let's try to blow up some of these numbers here and try to get those folks to hit up matcherino, as well. I'm just going to repeat that word over and over. I could have done better there. I got to open up my thesaurus.
It's all right. And thank you very much for Base dropping in with the raid of an additional 53 viewers. So thank you so much. And thank you for tuning in to Granblue versus here on Ronin Rumble today. The 13th straight racket we've had this week.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for tuning in and joining us. My name is Swell, and I'm here with Zero. This will be our fourth, fifth time commentating together, Zero?
Something like that. We're keeping count. Oh, man. Fifth, sixth, something, because we have other events that we've done. We've done the Wednesday Night Fights as well together, too. So.
Yeah, and our first, I believe, was Frosty Faustings. And hey, here's to hoping that we'll be able to do Granblue together in person once tournaments are back up and running.
That would be fantastic, honestly. Keep this up. This is a great game.
Yeah. All right. And of course, next week will be a Skullgirls Ronin Rumble tournament. That'll be the first time that they are doing Skullgirls. Right. And of course, Skullgirls, always on sale, always pretty much available all the time. Excellent game. That'll be a community prize pool as well. That's happening on 6/13, which should be next week, Saturday. So if you're a fan of Skullgirls or you want to try it out, consider picking it up and brushing up on stuff and trying to enter and seeing how well you do.
Yeah, absolutely. And I appreciate that Ronin Rumble is branching out to these other games as well, especially each month. It's really cool to give other opportunities to other games that, especially in the time that we're in right now. Like you said, we don't have live events right now. So having these online events has been super helpful. So thank you very much for giving the opportunity to have all these scenes, have a spotlight. Everybody out there, if you have, I'm going to say it again, Amazon Prime, you still got that Twitch Prime. Why not spend it here as well? That definitely helps out the folks that are running Ronin Rumble. It helps them out. There is a Teespring as well that helps generate.
We got a Teespring for Ronin Rumble?
Yeah. There's a Teespring down there. It's right below. If you look, you scroll down a little bit underneath where the section is. There's a nice little description there that has.
I see it.
Yeah, the Ronin Rumble Skybound shirt is there, so feel free to check that out. I'm not sure if the matcherino one is still on there as well, but if it is, there's another option too.
Yo, I gotta say, I kind of dig this Ronin Rumble Skybound shirt just because that's a lot of... Whenever I get shirts for game stuff, I like to get stuff that's like a little more on the subtle end of stuff rather than having like extremely intricate decal. And that one there nicely fits about where I'd want to get. I might be picking myself up one of those after this.
Right, exactly. I'm the same way. Where I would rather have it be like, if you know, then you know. And if you don't know, come on.
That's okay. All right. And of course, Holiday Matsuri is coming up in December 18th through 20th. And Holiday Matsuri is going to be, the game room is ran by Jeff the Hero, who's our glorious Twitch host here. Unfortunately, can't be joining us today due to some of the storms going down in his area. But at Holiday Matsuri, December 18th through 20th, the rest of the Ronin Rumble crew will be there as well in the game room. So consider checking that event out.
Absolutely. Looking forward to that one as well. It's going to be like I said, jam-packed December, especially since CEO got moved over there as well. So make a cool trip out of it. Make a vacation out of it.
And let me tell you too, once we start getting back into events for the FGC, I cannot tell you how much pent-up energy people are going to have, how much pent-up hype is going to be released.
I'm gonna want to hug people, but then I'm also gonna be like, I just from like 6 feet. Let's go, hug it out. There we go. We're good. All right, see you.
Gently brush elbows.
Just,
All right. Oh, great. Look like we got Toph moving around here. Vegas KOF Johnny's on the sticks as well. So I imagine we should be having a match coming up here in just a moment. If you haven't already grabbed a beverage, then run and get it quick and come on back to watch some more matches.
Some sip water up. Thank you. Just a little
Yeah.
sip.
Please hydrate. Stay healthy. We got to
Yep.
keep each other safe. Okay. So we are getting down into it now. And we are loading up into our next match. We got Charlotta versus Gran. This will be the third time we've seen this matchup on stream. But that's okay. Let's see how it plays out. I believe it's been we saw the Gran win the first time, and then we saw the Charlotta win the second time. So this will be the tiebreaker in the Gran versus Charlotta matchups.
It's definitely been long enough where I haven't seen Gran in a bracket where I'm like, I'm okay with seeing Gran. Can we see a little bit more Gran? I'm cool with that.
All right. So Toph also with that green Charlotta here. Ooh, catches with the jump in normal there. Gets auto combo into the EX slashes. And the EX Charlotta ball pushed all the way into the corner. Catches the throw out of the corner. Interesting choice there, but then boots right back into the corner from Vegas KOF Johnny. All right. He's playing do-si-do in the corner.
You earned this corner. Why don't you have it back? I insist.
Please.
Uh-oh.
Oh, catches with the overhead. Not a counter hit overhead, though, so the damage isn't quite huge. This gets a little bit scary for Toph at this point, just because if it's the thrower overhead range to close it out. Okay, both players getting really down to just a teeny bit of health left here.
Like the blocks. Really good here. Waiting for that opening. Look at all that chip damage. Holy.
Wow, good patience from Vegas KOF Johnny. Finally throws a button out there when there was a gap in the pressure. Catches out Toph and wins the round.
All right. Going full distance this time into boots. There we go. Just close that gap. That's great. Both characters have a tool to just close the gap that will hurt you if you get touched by it. It's hilarious.
Or in Charlotta's case, is even better if they don't block it, just because then you recover so fast. All right, we see the boot into the corner there. Wow, I thought that boot would have been able to get punished there, but didn't quite work out for Toph to get that punish.
Really good DP here.
All right, both players backing off and giving a little bit of space there. And as I say that, there's the EX Charlotta ball to get right back into it. Catches the throw afterwards. Puts Vegas KOF Johnny into the corner. Catches with a flash kick. Vegas KOF Johnny gets back out of there with the button converted into the boot. Into another boot.
Into the counter.
Tries to use the width Rekka there to get close enough for the confirm afterwards. Didn't quite work out from Vegas KOF Johnny, but I like the attempt quite a bit.
The boot. You forgot to block here. Hold the fireball.
EX Fireball closes it out. Vegas KOF Johnny going up a game.
All right, back into it too. Like that. Not even a second to breathe. Drop the twist up at the start of the round.
Ooh, punishes the Charlotta ball, or rather, catches a button after the Charlotta ball with the neutral jump JU, which really is not a bad call if you think that Charlotta ball's coming, because neither player might know which side it's going to end up on, and that JU, of course, just hits so lovingly on both sides.
It's a wonderful button, right? It's probably a fantastic button.
All right, both players just chucking some buttons there at the mid-range. Of course, not that big of a risk for Vegas KOF Johnny in that situation to throw buttons out, just because he backs not to the corner and has a substantial life lead. So even in the case of a trade or a clash, not that risky.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
A little bit scary here for Toph.
Yeah.
Is that going to catch it? It does.
I was going to say, I'm surprised we're not seeing a lot of flash kick attempts from the overheads coming out of Johnny here. Open opportunities here.
Oh, Charlotta ball right into the throw afterwards, and then closes it out with the low button into the sequence. Nice stuff.
All right, here we go.
All right. Ooh, EX Demon Flip into the overhead dive to the other direction here. Toph runs into the corner. Ooh, whiffs the button. I went for a meaty button there, but got punished by the DP. Didn't quite work out.
Right.
Vegas KO Johnny catches the throw. EX boot in the corner here. Going to build a lot of meter here, but not quite enough to get the super. But it now is in a situation where one counter hit or one EX boot will close it out. Actually, no, take that back. One button into super should close it out.
All right, there's the overhead here. Like you said, just one button, though, is all Johnny needs.
We're in the one button from either range now because both sides got super on deck as well. Just needs to be a button that's confirmable. That could have been it.
Okay.
Catches the sweep follow-up. Oh no, the EXDP! Too gutsy! Too gutsy. Toph takes the game. Now it's 1-1 on both sides. Wow, so it's tied in the Gran and Charlotta matchup that we've seen on stream, and now it's tied in the actual tiebreaker game, the ultimate rubber match.
No. There's too much.
There's the throw there. All right, Vegas KOF Johnny has the screen advantage. Okay, screen advantage has now been lost. Toph has it. Trying to push into the corner here.
Good anti-air attempt.
What a weird interaction there. That was the DP misses the flip attempt and then, okay, blocks the super. So super's cashed out here, but that's not really that big of a deal since it's in that throw range. That'll do it. Jump button into the string follow-up. Ooh, and had the DP on deck too? What?
Was ready. Knew. Wanted to lock it out. All right, here we go. The pressure. Already in the corner. DP perfect, actually. Take the turn back.
Who you pulling for, Charlotta or Grand players?
See, I like the Gran, right? I'm such a...
See? I gotta pull for Charlotta. She's got the frillier dress.
I'm a protagonist, you know, like I'm a sucker for protagonists. I'm sorry.
Fair enough. She got the little heart shield, just too damn cute. I can't say
yeah,
anything.
That's true.
All right, catches with the jump in there, gets the throw, pushing to the corner here, looking like Toph is going to be able to close this out, has the advantage. Oh, the EX Charlotta ball doesn't follow. I wonder if the EX1 there might have been able to do it. Okay, this is in throw will finish it off versus Vegas KOF. Johnny catches with the cross-up button and closes it out. Toph does.
Man, Toph putting in work there. Nice job.
Yeah. And that was like the third time that we saw that cross-up button hit Vegas KOF Johnny as well. Charlotta has that deceptive jump arc, which is even though she's been around as long as any other character has in this game, that jump arc from her is still so weird to deal with.
Right, absolutely. And then just throwing the demon flip mixes that we saw on that set too. It's just like, I don't know. I guess I'm holding block button, not just, I don't want to be, wrong and whatever's going to happen next. So that's
okay.
Scary.
Well, hey, Charlotta players in the Charlotta versus Grand matchup, looks like Charlottas have come out on top. All right. So looks like we got our next match coming up here. Tega, I believe that's the pronunciation of it. Please feel free to correct me if I am wrong. But we got Tega versus Real Ice.
Mm-hmm.
Real Ice we saw earlier on Zeta.
Yes. Tega, obviously Tega, familiar name as well. I'm trying to remember if we've seen Tega in this bracket today.
No, we have not.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah.
I believe Lancelot player.
Right. Yep. Mm-hmm. So that'll be fun to see. Look at this character variety we're getting here. Oh, we're both wrong.
Oh, we got Percival today instead.
Dropped the ice, opted for fire.
All right. Okay, so we got Percival versus Zeta here. Percival, not the most mobile of characters, but doesn't really need it when you got the normals that he does and when you got the sort of projectiles and options that he does.
Exactly.
And now, interesting thing here as well is if we do see any of the command grab setups that from the Percy 5U, Zeta's reversal won't stop that because it's a grab, not a strike.
Right.
That's interesting there. What's up with the walk forward?
Maybe just a wrong character selected. It's like, wait a minute, we need to.
Oh, I bet that might be it. They might have just had Percival selected for some casuals or something like that. Yep, that's the wrong character. Okay, all right. Sorry, folks.
It's the button check of the century. I just want to make sure that my forward button is working.
Yeah, great. I got this 6 down. It's working out great. Wow, okay. Real Ice, really impressive. That was a double perfect. You really, at this point in the bracket, you usually don't see that kind of dominance displayed, but Real Ice doing an excellent job with it. I'd
be really questioning how we got this far in the bracket with, that type of play. Like, man, Real Ice is just making people slip up left and right.
Was that an ice joke?
It sure was. It sure gosh darn was.
All right, so it looks like we have the character change now, and I'm guessing it's going to be Lancelot.
Yes. I mean, are you really going to betray your own name, your short sword style, and then you go for the longest sword in the game? Like, come on.
All right. So, yeah, Lancelot versus Zeta. Both characters, some of the more mobile characters in the game. Lancelot's probably the most mobile character, I imagine. Yeah. Like maybe him or Matera, but I feel like Lancelot's got even more because his isn't limited to just the hop. He's got the dive, he's got the wall jump, he's got ground dashes, he's got the teleport.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's see how this works out.
Yeah.
So both players showing a little bit of respect there. We're seeing the two M's to check that horizontal movement from Lancelot, which I think is a pretty good call there since since Lance's EX sword thrust, the 6-6C, the startup got nerfed there. It does a good, if you can just preemptively stuff him and not let him get away with that, yeah, stock stuff there. Okay, I feel like we're going to see the EX teleport for an escape attempt here after this knockdown. Oh, doesn't. Holds the pogo mix-up. There it is after the pogo mix-up.
Yeah.
Probably a smarter call there because the Real Ice might have been able to react there. That slide is so good. Catches the throw afterwards after the JU cross-up. Or JU cross-through. Ooh, not able to convert off the 2L there. Spaces out. Catches with the, or goes for the teleport. Not able to get anything out of it. Blows up the Rekka with the counter stance.
Pretty good stuff here. Actually, really interesting start because normally we would see Lancelot creating on offensive pressure, but we see Real Ice just forcing the situation, like keeping him at bay, not allowing that. Just playing with the better normals here and the better jumping option. Nice block on the parry. Doesn't matter. Get caught low.
Ooh, nice. And we saw that new that extension from the Zeta player there from Real Ice. The double 2L into the 5L into the thrust confirm. She got that in the patch, and that is a really useful confirm. You can look for the second 2L to hit first.
Yeah,
okay. Auto combo into super. Interesting choice there. That's to close it out, though, so never mind. That is an interesting choice because it was the correct one.
Yeah, Tega definitely had the right idea to go for the Rekka after the anti-air. Just committed a little bit too far to go for the full combo. It should have been just like the one, and you can commit with another 5H and then continue the combo from there.
Right into the next match now here. Real Ice up a game. There's the EX teleport. Goes for the slash afterwards, which is punishable, the slash itself, but didn't, and it did not catch out there. It's a little bit of a riskier option. Ooh, pogo into the button after. Oh, the pogo into the button didn't work, but the EX combo into the EX fireball did. And then this combo is going to close it out.
Jeez.
Real Ice is on top of it.
Yeah, no kidding. Is that where the name comes from? You understand the real use of ice here? Like, Lancelot does not bother you?
Got him on cooldown?
Yeah, no kidding. All right.
So...
Ooh, the read
catches the Rekka with the EX stance. Nice stuff.
Oh, wow. Honestly, realize putting on a clinic here with Zeta combos and just... This is a true understanding of your character. And
Oh, the 2L into the 5L for the EX thrust confirm. It just pushes out to the mid screen there. Nice. Good use. Oh, didn't have the thrust on deck, so used the stance instead for the combo extension. Ooh, got to block the EX fireball into the side swap setup. That was so nice. That was really so nice.
I like the idea too because you wanted to make sure that, okay, I don't want this parry to come out and I make the wrong decision. So if I do the side swap, then that gives the option for Real Ice to react to that rather than the button and get blown up. So really smart stuff.
Ooh, I like the use there of the non-EX thrust just to get closer and close the gap while still staying on the ground and not having to go into a run animation or go for a jump animation. That was really nice there. Small details.
Boy. Oh, another whiff. Oh.
I wonder if Tega knows that you can use the close H. See, Tega's got to know. But the Lancelot close H, since it hits twice, it can blow up Zeta armor attempts sometimes.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay, EX fireball out, goes for the side swap, catches the single hit, gets it into the throw. What's the mix going to be? Goes for the low. Ooh, Rekka. Ooh, catches the overhead, not a counter hit. Goes for the stance. Push one follow-up button afterwards. Ooh, I don't know about that choice for the super there. Got the SSBA.
Okay.
Doesn't get the animation though.
Wow.
Still did a grip of damage. Actually, that may have been a favorable circle. Well, no, that didn't have the corner there. Never mind. Catches with the up thrust. And was that 2? I believe that was 2.
That's 2.
Real Ice closes it out versus Tega.
That is unfortunate there too, because I'm almost certain that super attempt was just a misinput in that situation there. That's
in the previous round.
Yeah, and it could have been a very different story there in that corner there. I don't know why it whiffed, but hey.
Especially with Lancelot, where his super has some utility as well. So even if you don't get the damage out of it, that could have been really useful to be able to, escape the corner or try to do some sort of air to ground punish, all sorts of stuff.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, looks like we got Mike and Ike versus Dark Zero.
Yes.
Which I think is going to be Jita versus Charlotta again.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Last match of the block. It will be moving on to the top 8 shortly after.
Did y'all see how fast that ran? That was 2 brackets that ran to top 8 that fast.
At this point, Ronin Rumble's been going on long enough that everybody understands, right? Everybody has this process, how to do it. We've been doing this weekly. We should know at this point, right? There's no excuse to hold up a bracket unless you want to feel like go make a sandwich or something. I don't know. Like, don't walk away from the keyboard.
But yeah, this was ran very smooth, and looks like this will be our last match of the block, as was said. If you haven't all, you know what? We'll throw some sponsor. We'll talk about the ads after the match. This is the last match, so let's get hype and let's try to keep our excitement up here. So we got Mike and Ike versus Dark Zero. Dark Zero was on the first match that was on stream, so only fitting that Dark Zero is on the last match for this block as well.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, so Charlotta versus Gita. We've seen Charlotta versus Shotos a couple times already, so you should be familiar with how this goes. So just going to be an interesting thing to see how it pans out.
Absolutely. Nice little hourglass for me, and into the game we go. This is not fair, because honestly, Mike and Ike is just matching with the grass. What type of advantages do you expect to get when you can't even see? You know, Charlotta's in for a tough time, honestly.
I mean, do you think Charlotta players are looking at the screen when they play?
Damn, I think you might be right.
They're on that Zen Master tech.
They just keep rolling and hope for the best.
All right, so here we go. Charlotta ball gets blocked out the gate there. See the Rekka hits there. The second hit of the Rekka is really hard to punish, or you can't punish. It's only -4, I believe, unless you go to the third hit, and then he gets to -8. So no real need to throw it out there. Ooh, whiffs the Charlotta ball, so there was no recovery and able to follow up afterwards. Good stuff. Nice spot dodge on the fireball there. I would have thought that fireball would have hit, considering that was the charge when it was traveling a little bit slower, but worked out. All right, EX Rekka pushes into the corner here. Mike and Ike just sort of jockeying for, whiff button gets caught out by the EX Charlotta ball.
There we go. And we learned from last time, too. Using the guard button to decide which side they're going to be on. That's fine.
Blocks at that time.
Got caught on the approach.
EX Rekka is going to lead to a juggle here. Goes for the EXDP. We're going to see combo into super. Nope, doesn't go for the extension there. I think the height might not have been tall enough, even if they wanted to go for it. Blocks the SSBA, goes for the run-up throw afterward, catches the late tech, so not as bad as it could have been for Dark Zero. Mike and Ike blocks the EX Charlotta ball, pushes into the corner a little bit with the EX Rekka. Ooh, late tech again. Now we're getting into chip kill range. If I'm Mike and Ike here, nice. That finishes it out. Takes the round. I was about to say, if I'm Mike and Ike, I'm just backing off and looking for a chance to throw a fireball or looking for a chance to DP a jump in.
Nice jump you.
That JU is that sets up big time here. That pushes into the corner off of the EX Rekka, the EX Fireball for the plus frames. Ooh. Okay.
I like
Dark
the
Zero
dodge.
pushing out.
Probably expecting a reversal tumble. Caught low from the overhead.
EX slashes into the button follow-up for the wall bounce. Goes for the overhead extension. That EXDP going to get punished here with the 2H into the super. And that closes it out. Yeah, and if you're a player who's still trying to get strong at Granblue, you don't always want to go for your auto combo, because right there, that combo would not have finished if it was auto combo into super, why we saw just the 2H straight into super.
Right, exactly.
Because those auto combos scale things so hard.
Yeah. There's a nice practicality to them, but there's a certain point where if you want optimization, you're right. Yeah, sometimes simpler, it's a lot better.
Ooh, I like the DP there. That was a little bit risky. I'm surprised that it caught that there was a close L follow-up, but the DP worked out. Throw, push in the corner. Mike and Ike goes for the JU, gets blocked. Swings to the 5H. Second hit of the record gets blocked here. Dark Zero gets out of the corner. Smart stuff. Spot dodges the EX Fireball. Just fighting for position at the mid-screen here. Slight positional advantage from Mike and Ike. I don't know about that back tech there, Dark Zero. Gets you out of the pressure, but pushes you back into the corner, and this is where the damage can happen. You just put yourself in the danger zone.
Over. That was an excellent back and forth right there. Holy cow.
That's game one. Goes to Mike and Ike.
All right.
Okay.
Right into this, too.
Yeah, very little deliberation between matches today. Everyone's just eager. It's the end of the week. It's a Sunday. We don't trying to get down to it.
We got things to do. We got W's to be had. And L's to...
Oh no, what an unfortunate drop there. Because I think I'm not sure why that EX Fireball came out, because there wasn't a button that was trying to go into or anything. Weird little input error there, I suppose. Unfortunate for Mike and Ike, and a little uncharacteristic. Pushes back into the corner here, though. Dark Zero is back against the wall. Ooh, thrower overhead should close it out here. There it is.
Yikes.
All right, Mike and Ike, 1 round to go.
Absolutely, and the pressure, just the offense from Mike and Ike. And Dark Zero just a little scared to react there, it seemed like, especially on that overhead, just not ready.
Yeah, and especially once you get down into that low health range.
Yeah.
You got to be ready to block those overheads there, because at that point, it's any one of those options will kill you.
Exactly.
All right, EXDPs gives a little bit of pressure relief here. Oh, goes for the side swap off of the EX flip with the dive extension. Doesn't quite work out, though. Oh, the clash. Auto combo after the clash works out. Come on, Dark Zero. I want to see you take the game. Come on. Blocks it too well.
Oh no, the mix low.
This is getting real dicey here. That'll do it. Mike and Ike takes it over Dark Zero 2-0.
Yep, moving on to that top 8 bracket. Nice job there, Mike and Ike. Like we said. Nope.
Yeah. Mike and Ike, no slouch, doing the work there. Didn't quite work out for Dark Zero. Unfortunate, but so it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be our last match of the block here. Thank you so much for joining us, folks. Very much appreciate it. Before we go, though, let's mention our sponsors and other important things really quick. First of all, there's, of course, that Matcherino, matcherino.com/T/Ronin Rumble. Hit up that code for it, RRG13. Please help contribute to that prize pool, because, of course, a portion of today's prize pool going to go to a cause supporting Black Lives Matter, as decided by the winner of the overall tournament. And, of course, if your charity doesn't want to end there are absolutely other causes that you can contribute to outside of this tournament as well. Please consider those as well if you've already hit up the Matcherino code and still want to help contribute to a good cause.
Yes, absolutely. And of course, don't forget as well, next week, Ronin Rumble will be back with Skullgirls added to the docket. That's right, smash.gg/RRSG. You'll be able to sign up for that Skullgirls bracket. It'll be played up on Steam, so definitely check that out. If you don't have the game, be sure to check out Steam as well. We probably guarantee it's on sale. There's, honestly, it's a fun game. Definitely check it out, and a nice introduction for the Ronin Rumble docket.
Yeah, and a lot of people that it's a very supportive community of the game as well, so please consider checking it out.
Yeah.
And of course, we mentioned it before, but just going to mention it one last time here. December 18th through 20th is Holiday Matsuri, who's one of our Ronin Rumble sponsors. And Holiday Matsuri, it's going to be it's a anime con that has a game room as well. The game room is going to be ran by Jeff the Hero, who is our glorious stream host here. And of course, the rest of the Ronin Rumble crew will be there for that event. Yes. And I also just want to say, I believe that's our last thing to cover here. Thank you very much for having us, Ronin Rumble crew. Been a wonderful time. Y'all are always so supportive and run such a tight ship here. And please, in chat, if you haven't already, consider subscribing, throw in some Amazon bucks or whatever else you got to contribute to Ronin Rumble. They're good people that run in a very nice stream and help keeping our games alive.
Definitely. Thank you so very much, especially to everyone that's tuned in as well, taking the time to spend your Sunday here with us, watching some awesome Granblue versus games. But that's not all that we have today as well either, right?
Correct. I believe we still have our top 8 coming up later on today. And of course, the winner of the top 8, the winner of the East Coast and the winner of the West Coast will face off in a Uber Champ match of sorts. And I believe that U0 will still be around for top 8 commentary, along with, let me see who else we have coming up for top 8 commentary.
Super Dynamite as well?
Yes, Super Dynamite and Zero are going to be on there. So if you want more of Zero's beautiful glasses, please consider sticking around for top 8.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. I think that is it from us, unless our stream hosts have anything else that they would like us to mention.
All right.
Thank you, folks. Consider giving us both a follow on Twitter. You can see our ats there. Thank you very much for having us. Be well and take care of each other.
Later days.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ronin Rumble for Granblue Fantasy Versus Week 13. My name's Ricky Keto, and we're now back into the match. It's going to be amazing, folks. We have top 8 right now. We have a Nice Day versus Toph, who has made it all the way to winners finals for the first time. It's going to be a Charlotta mirror. And over on the East Coast, we have Real Ice versus Mike and Ike. It's going to be an amazing match between Jita as well as Zeta. It's going to be amazing, folks. And here are the people that are going to be commentating that match. It's going to be Super Dynamite D and Zero Syndicate. Take it away, folks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky, thank you so very much for that great introduction. We are here. We have made it. I am one of your commentators for this top 8. Zero alongside Super Dynamite. How have you been?
I've been good, man. I've been quite anticipating this Ronin Rumble coming up off of the backs of Ronin Rumble Rivals. I don't know if you tuned in on Thursday, but that was some incredible Granblue. So I'm looking forward to more of what Ronin Rumble can offer, more of what the wonderful players that sign up can offer. And yeah, I'm ready to get into it.
All right. It's going to be, like you said, a fantastic set. East Coast, West Coast is always an interesting clash. That last week clash as well was actually the pop-off after. Whew, I'm ready for another one of those for sure. But we're here now in real time up against Mike and Ike and Real Ice coming up here in this top 8 to start us off, I believe, as well, right? And then, of course, like we said, Toph and Have a Nice Day. We hold on to that Charlotta mirror, right? We don't need that right away, do we?
We don't, not immediately, but it's gonna, much like Charlotta coming out of neutral, it's gonna happen regardless. So just have to get
it out of the way.
Yeah, it might as well just embrace it. It is what it is, and just learn to live with it.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so we're gonna get this right from the get-go.
Like
That's Charlotta mirror. We're gonna get.
Both of these players have obviously been putting out an incredible amount of work in Granblue. Have a Nice Day, obviously the champion for multiple weeks.
Yes.
So it's going to be a lot on Toph to adapt to this mirror. One thing about this mirror, as I always say, is both of these characters want to be kind of, pressing buttons, plus on block or hard to punish, but the thing to look out for is who's going to use certain skills the soonest. You see EX hands coming out right now into the EX ball, and Toph starting off real strong, which you need to do against Have a Nice Day.
Absolutely. This corner pressure is going to be really important. Who's going to be in control? And already getting out for fairly free here. Have a Nice Day. Trying to make this count. Push to the other side of the corner, too. Okay.
Yeah. It's going to be a really, really interesting take to see how many times Toph is able to interrupt Have a Nice Day on some of the sort of pressure string, some of that mid-screen setup. Oh, this sword's going to hit.
Ooh. That was actually a really good reaction here. Easy input super to keep that corner controlled. Nice opened up. That takes the round. Have a Nice Day. Coming out for the bottom, ending up on top.
Yeah, I've seen this from Have a Nice Day time and time again, where it's a bit of a slow start in the beginning of the match, even to the point where Have a Nice Day is on the back foot, and then immediately the adjustments start to flow in, and then you get situations like this where Toph is already being pushed to the corner.
Yep, here we go. This pressure that we're talking about here, right? This is so important here. Counter hit, nothing off of it quite yet. Nice, blocking the big swing. Don't be bringing the hammer down. Okay.
Well, I like that jump back into the overhead button coming down, and then Have a Nice Day going to get a nice little conversion. Push Toph back to the mid screens. EX hands didn't really hit that much, but that standing heavy certainly did.
Oh, wow. The anti-air. 4 days. All right. What's it going to be? One touch. If you get opened up here, you have so much work to do. Nice. Good blocks.
Right. Have a Nice Day at a life lead, massive life lead. Going to go ahead and protect it, not do anything too wild and put themselves at risk. The jump over going to land, and Toph goes down 1-0 so far. Yeah, like I was saying, you see Have a Nice Day making those adjustments almost right off the bat after being on the back foot. It's going to be up to Toph to stop some of those jump ins in neutral jump scenarios, because that's really where the momentum starts to change.
Right. We got nice pressure here. Good air to air. Try to continue it with the roll. Not happening quite yet. We're recovered up there. Nice EX flash kick off. Okay, we're back in the middle. Another one.
I like that. So good. You often don't see Charlotta using a lot of the, anti-air normals, but that EXDP or flash kick, whatever one you want to call it, is crucial.
Oh, wow. Use your super. I got one as well. I need the space. Kaboom. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. That damage.
So much damage on over execution. The ball into the run-up throw. Toph has a chance here. A couple of light buttons for pressure, but another jump in again. Have a nice day. Just the skies are so free for Have a Nice Day right now. And, we're in a pandemic and he's still flying.
You got to watch it and keep that 6 feet distance, all right?
Man, it's rough out here. Toph, obviously. Yeah, he's facing down a match point, and this is when Have a Nice Day's engines are on, just full rev, right? It's almost to the point where Toph's going to need to really command a lot of exchanges to just get around and then start to slowly build his way back into a decent situation.
All right, here we go. Okay, jumps on days. All right. Look at these airways. It's absolutely open, right? Not just anti-air, nothing.
Nothing at all. Toph finally getting some pressure down in the corner. Keeps Have a Nice Day there, but lands last, and Have a Nice Day gets a chance to at least put down some block string pressure. Nice standing medium into the ball. Here comes the movement right here. There you go. Clip that man out the sky.
Finally, no more jumping for free out here. Oh boy. And how much damage will this do, right?
I think that's going to do it. This is noble execution.
Oh my goodness.
It's not called execution for nothing, Zero. Your head is gone. There's nothing but smoke coming off of those shoulders.
Oh man, and Have a Nice Day coming out 2-0 on top of Toph, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, I think, are these 3 out of 5, right?
Oh.
I think these are 3 out of 5. Yeah. That's a final. Yeah, for sure. So Toph still has a chance now to, switch some things up. I'm telling you, the key right now is to manage and watch how many times Have a Nice Day gets to jump in for free. Easier said than done, obviously, against a skilled player, right? Everybody's like, why don't you just anti-air? Bro, I'm trying. Trust me.
I'm really bored. I have a stubby sword.
I got a lot of things working against me. Just oh man, Have a Nice Day working that sword down against Toph's head. Man, this is looking a little rough.
We're seeing more parries come out now from Toph, right? So definitely fishing for more options, trying to make that adjustment. Okay, I can't let this person just keep coming at me for free. Nice counter hit into super, or not counter hit rather, but still just conversion.
Yeah, very nice conversion. Toph finally getting some pressure, decides to go to the skies himself. Nothing really doing off of that jump in. EX hands here, gonna have to hold it. Oh, wow. Oh, my Charlotta cocked all the way back, bro. She touched her shoes before hitting him over the head. That came from a whole nother match.
All right, here we go. This low pressure finally opened up in just a standing, not even a low. Nice. The dodge coming faster. Good tech. I wouldn't be ready for that. That was way too quick.
That was super quick. Toph here. Late tech there from Have a Nice Day. Toph gonna throw down a couple of normals just on block. The jump over, I like that. I love that because it's showing that he's staying mobile, gets himself back into mid-screen and pushing Have a Nice Day towards the corner, but another jump and gonna work for Have a Nice Day.
All right, nice. Keeping that distance here, understanding the spacing. Both relatively close. All right, here comes the start. Have a Nice Day. Just waiting for the reaction from Toph. Toph just respect. I'm getting confused by the colors, man. Seriously, you guys are way too close.
The greens and the browns all blend together at some point. Here comes Have a Nice Day, trying to make the distinguishing factor with a victory. The last bit of that DP is going to hit. Yo, that DP, the way it hits, it always has you man, I'm going to make it out of it. And then that final chop down comes, and you're like, oh.
You said you're loud, looking like Second Impact Sean out here.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, Have a Nice Day going to move on into grand finals on the West Coast, 3-0. Toph's going to be in the losers final, so still has a chance to get that run back.
Yes.
That was, like I said, Have a Nice Day is an incredibly tough out. I mean, you win 2 Ronin Rumbles and placing top 8s and other ones, you're no slouch, right?
No,
Toph, obviously established player, been grinding the game, doing well. Representing in top 8, but it's a couple of things here and there that I saw in that match that Have a Nice Day was, I hate to use the term get away with, but he was kind of getting away with it. You know what I mean? The jump ins and things like that.
Yeah. And take a look here. We have the bracket for you here. Like we said, have a nice day. Moving on up against Toph. And still, we have Akito in the loser side on West Coast up against Josie. Saberhagen. It sounds like an ice cream, but like a more aggressive.
Yeah, it sounds like ice cream that stabs you in the roof of the mouth. I don't know if I want a cup of that Ben & Jerry's Saberhagen. Not pretty good.
And of course, on the East Coast side, we have Mike and Ike up against Real Ice in the winner's half, and then the loser's side, Dark PME.
Yeah. So, I mean, Mike and Ike and Real Ice, we've seen them around before for sure, especially Real Ice has been in top 8 several times before. And, you know, it's going to be an interesting matchup because I'm pretty sure these two play one another frequently enough that it's not a mystery about the type of things that they're going to do if they've been studying the tapes. So these are the type of matchups you like to see because it's all about who's going to bring out something new or who's adapted to kind of the habits of the other player, that type of thing.
Yeah. It's always fun to see like the wild decisions that'll come out. We're like, well, what the heck? Why would you do that? But they know. And we're sitting here just questioning. So it'll be interesting, especially if we've been keeping up, like you said, with how often these two have come up against each other.
So Mike and Ike running the Jita against Real Ice, obviously on Zeta. If you see Real Ice's name and it's not Zeta, then it's probably not Real Ice. So,
fake Ice, got it. Black Ice.
Yeah, that ice ain't real. Bought that off the corner. But we're gonna see how Mike and Ike is able to deal with those long range normals from Zeta. Like I always say, crouching medium for Zeta is just like an incredibly blessed button, right? Like it does so many things and allows her to control neutral in a lot of ways. But we see Mike and Ike already closing the gap, trying to make that button kind of a null factor at the moment. But Real Ice it's really gonna be up to him to use those buttons to get sort of the pressure down onto Mike and Ike.
Really good patience there off the counter stance. Nice. The EX Rekka making it. Nothing off of it quite yet. Just get that corner advantage. All right. Let's see what this option is going to be. Yes. Nice jump over the beam. We want you in this corner here. This is where Jita's damage is going to come into full effect. Get that. Missed the... No, still got it. Nice.
Throw off of the throw attempt. Another one. Wow. Just buttons from Real Ice. Like, nah, not this time. I know what's coming. I'm good.
All right, the throw. What's it going to be after? Oh, opting for low. Nothing off of it. Nice patience here from Mike and Ike. Knowing, okay, nope, that's too far away for that counter stance. I'm sorry, you're not allowed. Right. Oh, good
right there. Yeah, the standing dodge to try to mix up or evade the kind of 50-50 options there. Mike and Ike rolling through the fireball right there, but gets stuffed. Yeah, easy confirm there for Real Ice.
It was unfortunate. I was literally just about to say Mike and Ike's defense and patience doing really well here. Just got caught in that one instance, just dashing up. Unfortunate here.
Yeah, we see Real Ice several times using crouching light now from Zeta instead of that crouching medium because of where Mike and Ike is on the screen. Block DP into a punish from Real Ice. The pogo into a throw. I like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice. Oh, come on. See, that range on Zeta is definitely going to be super important here because it's just enough out of range of Jita, but then also have the offensive hit as well.
Absolutely. And a full confirm here into Skybound are just about dead. Mike and Ike on the last legs and the overhead. Yeah. It sucks, man, because like she starts to pogo on you, and not only can she do it up to 3 times, but then the options out of that, depending on how many she does, can be difficult to deal with.
All right, so here we go. That first game on the board here for Real Ice. Let's see what happens here if Mike and Ike will make the adjustment. It wasn't bad, right? Like, Mike and Ike had the right decision, so let's see what happens in this next round here.
Yeah, I feel like Mike and Ike just needs to pin Real Ice down a little bit more. Obviously a taller order considering, Real Ice's level of skill and it being Zeta, but if Mike and Ike can just find some more situations to get a couple of more chances to open Real Ice up, might turn out better. Nice whiff punish there.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. Oh, good tech. Off the empty jump even, too. All right, what's it going to be? Yep, respect that beam. And nice anti-air. We're going to carry this, get the extension. No super yet. That was a little bit too much.
Oh.
Right there.
I mean, you know what? Waking up against Zeta is not a fun thing because she has safe jumps versions too, where even if you try to EXDP or something like that, it won't work. So it really does force you to almost play the guessing game. There's the throw off of the jump in from Real Ice, pressure in the corner. I'm try to set up the mash out immediately from Mike and Ike. I like it.
Here we go. Nice. More pressure. Delay into string. Here we go. Nope, nothing off of it quite yet. Not what we were looking for here. The idea was there at very least.
Yeah, the idea was certainly there. Definitely didn't get the execution, but the DP is sending Real Ice back into the corner. Fireball on the block. Oh, almost got in with the Rekka. However, still has the corner position.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Dance into the super after the fact. Let's go.
Ice playing this really, really well at the moment, and Mike and Ike is not looking very healthy. One touch into a confirm will do it, but honestly, if Jita gets a chunky hit, she can cancel into that Deadly Rave and do a ton of damage.
Oh no, that's not what we were. Nope. You're not supposed to be listening live right now, Mike. Got it.
Turn it off.
Nice.
Oh, nice anti-air. Yeah. Beast Cannon, anti-air version.
It is tough, right? To play that full screen situation against Zeta, Vegeta does have options, but again, like the mobility from Zeta is super important in this matchup. The distance that her normals have is super important, right? So
yeah, the answers are definitely there, right? Yeah. And Mike and Ike, I feel like Mike and Ike has the ideas there, like you said earlier. The ideas are there. They're just not in the form that they need to take to lend him to be successful in the matchup at the moment.
Exactly. All right, Mike and Ike taking a moment here. Still has another opportunity to bring this back.
Yeah, for sure. Still has another game. Might be going to character select or might just be taking time. Honestly, I always tell people in tournament matches, when you're in bracket, don't feel rushed. Like if you lose a game, take the time that's allotted to you to go to character select or stage select, depending on what game you're playing. Like take that time if your mind's kind of racing. That time can be invaluable because you can think of some strategies or at least analyze in your brain and sort out what just happened to me while everything else is being loaded up and going on.
Yes. Sometimes too, getting in these points, in a top 8 situation, the adrenaline's pumping, you're like, I got to go. And then it's like, take that moment to really think about what you're doing because you might be rushing into situations that you could avoid completely. Like I said, the ideas are there, right? But maybe he's just overexerting the execution, going like, okay, wait a minute, I didn't actually get the confirm that I thought I was looking for. So now I have to really reassess what I'm doing.
Exactly. And that's exactly it.
All right, loading up into this next round. See what type of changes we have made here from Mike and Ike.
Looks like they're all mental because we're still seeing Jita on the screen. So it's going to be up to him to take it one round at a time and see if he can get some conversion. But there you just see the difference. That standing medium from Zeta beating out the crouching medium from Jita. And now Mike and Ike once again in the corner and Real Ice fast life.
That was almost there. It was the right idea with the 5H just not reaching enough off the Rekka. All right, here we go. More patience here, which is totally fine. But totally respecting the distance that Zeta can actually, with punish from. You see that awareness. Okay,
absolutely. And Mike and I just need to find the ranges where his buttons are going to reach and he won't get whiff punished, and it's harder to do against Zeta. But you see him playing a little bit more patiently, getting clipped. Oh man, Aaron DP, but we're online, baby. It's okay. The nice jump unique, gonna get the conversion.
Oh, caught low. Here we go. Into the corner. Get this conversion. One more will do it. Don't get counterpoked here. That's way too much. Too many resources for Real Ice to make any sort of mistake in this situation here. You have to be really careful. The chip out is on the...
Oh, I thought he was going to throw... Okay, he does get it. I was... Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, boy. I was scared.
It is scary.
Hit that counter, but at the same time, no, don't let her get away with this for free. All right. Next round. Same offensive pressure from Mike and Ike here. Keep the fireball. Nice cancels.
And I like this because Mike and Ike's the tempo at which Mike and Ike is going to be allowed to play all depends on how much life lead he does or does not have, right? Like if he has a life lead, a little bit of it, he can play a little bit more aggressively and less patiently. But like the moment he gets right here, you're going to have to start doing that patient game again. And Real Ice kind of knows that and now is going in heavy.
Yes. Oh boy, the wall bounce. I don't think we need a super off of this. Yeah, that's scaled way too much to even bother.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see you, Mike and Ike. Putting it all on the table. We're in game 3. You're down. I don't blame you at all.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, just put it all out there. Every option. Don't have any regrets until it kills you. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh my
Nice whiff
goodness.
punish. That was good. That was good. And that's the example of the spacing that I'm talking about, where Mike and Ike has to take more risks to try to poke with his buttons than Real Ice does. And if he's in that kind of range where Real Ice can just, even with a medium button, because it's much faster than a heavy, if Mike and Ike whiffs and Real Ice is in that medium range, it's gonna hurt. Just like this is gonna hurt off of that block DP.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of those DPs come out. Most of them have been blocked. There have been some solid reads though from Mike and Ike's end. So it's understandable to keep relying on that. Yes.
So much damage.
You have so much health left over. Why not? You'll get another bar later. Oh, and has not been able to block that situation. That's going to be it here. Real Ice 3-0 over Mike and Ike.
So Real Ice lost that first round, right? And he saw Mike and Ike was playing the pacing game, and Real Ice was cool. You're like, okay, we'll play the pacing game, see what happens. Ended up in Mike and Ike's favor. Immediately in round 2, Real Ice was like, I'm going in. I don't care anymore. I'm just immediately going in.
You
and,
can't this pressure.
Yeah. And kind of just, forced Mike and Ike to either respect the options off of the pogo or just melt under the pressure. And unfortunately, it was the latter. And it happens that way sometimes. It does happen that way sometimes.
Yeah, it's rough, right? We saw the pieces coming together over time for Mike and Ike, right? Where he was mounting an offensive, trying to figure out the exact style that was going to be necessary to go up against Real Ice. But once Real Ice, like you said, turned on that pressure, it was just like, what are the answers at this point?
Yeah. We saw one EXDP off of the pogo setup, but there are safe versions of that, right? So like sometimes EXDP won't work depending on how many pogos and what knockdown happened prior to the pogo, and it's hard. Yeah, it's definitely hard, and it's something that I always say, even in this top 8 scenario, go back and look at the tapes, see what happened, and try to strategize and lab and game plan from there. But not over for Mike and Ike. He's on the loser's final side, so still has a chance. But it's definitely something to think about, in between these matches coming up.
Exactly. And of course, this is the bracket we're taking a look at here. We're going to start going through the loser side of these matches here. Up next, we're going to have Aikido versus Josie Saberhagen for the West Coast players. And then after, we take a look at Dark Zero and PME on the East Coast side of things here. It'll be interesting to see how this all turns out. I'm still confident that Mike and Ike isn't going to be shook by this loss. Just take the moment to think about what happened and how to proceed from there.
Yep, for sure.
Familiar territory for Mike and Ike, so we'll be seeing that.
Yeah, absolutely. But going over to the West Coast side for loser semis, this is 2 out of 3, so a faster match. Akito obviously on the Lalanne, and Josie on the Charlotta. We saw Josie last week too in Ronin Rumble, so definitely a strong player, obviously making it to top 8, and we're going to get underway right away. In the corner goes Akito, trying to find a way out. Lalanne obviously only has a few options really to try to find himself out of the corner, but Akito, one of the best in the business when it comes to Lalanne.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen it time and time again. We basically went through the entire Lalanne library of players for this bracket this weekend. So Aikido definitely standing out among them. Look at this right here, trying to wrap this up immediately.
Had that life lead, called out the homies just to party a little bit, take himself around. Yeah.
I heard the Charlotte been talking that stuff. We're gonna take care of it right now.
Talk to me and my guys real quick. We'll settle all this. Don't worry about it. All right, missiles the smooth on through. Akito working that mid screen really well. The setup from Lalanne, calling in one of the homies. Nice neutral jump there from Josie. Gets the demon flip low. Pressure setup, throw. All right, gonna be able to do some stuff on block. A couple of strings there into hand.
Nice. Okay. Ooh, I like the patience there. All right. Optically switch. Nice. Okay. Trying to just. Oh, I'm gonna throw. Oh no way.
Oh, okay. All right. It would have worked. It would have worked. I just do want to say. Speaking of going to work, calling out Big Mama, she's punching in on the clock. Adding some extra hours to the card. Holiday season is coming. Summer's coming up.
You're not allowed to throw my children around like that.
Yeah. I heard what you was doing to my kids. Akito with the Yggdrasil gonna take game one. After Josie was showing some great momentum, that's the thing about Yggdrasil. I'm not gonna lie to you. It sucks. As playing against Lalanne, you're doing great, and then here she comes, you know.
I see you have an ice cream reference name. You be giving out these scoops. I got it.
Absolutely.
Overhead here into another. Oh my goodness. Josie just killed it out here with this offensive pressure.
Almost has to, right? Doesn't want Lalanne to be able to get to that 100 and call out Yggdrasil, so you're trying to kill before that meter happens. But the smooth through, speaking of the meter, here it is. And you see Akito making that space, trying to get that distance. The flutter kicks, the runaway, full screen runaway, ball's blocked, and here she comes again. Oh boy, I hope you studied. All right, nope.
Right?
Gotta be careful.
Okay.
The unblockable, the orb.
No!
Oh no! Okay.
All right, you have one shot. You have the meter. Don't get open. Okay, there we go.
Very nice, very nice. A delayed demon flip, you know, caught the recovery on the standing dodge. Josie surviving and taking around. And honestly, that's going to be the tail of the tape for this loser Sibais.
Yes.
You know, Lalanne, especially in a best of 3, can be incredibly scary to play against.
Yeah. No kidding. All right, there we go. Nice EXDP to get out of it. I don't want to guess. I just want to commit. Nice. The corner pressure. Oh, counter hit. Yeah, make this count. Meters on deck too. Are you going to throw it? Nope. Caught the lows.
Working right now. Immediately calls out Yggdrasil.
Yeah, no, we don't want to mess around with this. We've had enough.
Block on the orb. Oh, gets clipped by the unblockable. Gets clipped by the rocks. Gets clipped by the blockable. Oh, the chip damage. This is almost a robber. Okay,
Just
survived. Survived. I was gonna say this. Call him 211. It's a problem.
The audacity of Josie to stay in Akito's face during the Yggdrasil. Did not even give up any ground until they got hit. Right? Like, it's just,
yeah. I mean,
not scared. Like that's the worst thing to see.
Yeah, it sucks. And even if you do block the Yggdrasil attacks, they do so much chip too that it's just like, man, what happened to my health?
Yeah.
Just like Josie's trying to delete Akito's health here. Already got him to half, but the jump over from Akito and you're going to get a nice setup with the homies. Oh, that was disgusting. That was nasty. That's not the ice cream we want.
No, we do not approve of that one. Scoop them. That's all right. All right, let's see. Nice EX ball is spent into throw. Let's see another one. A demon flip. Oh my goodness! How do you block?
Oh, I don't know. You don't. Counter hit overhead. Registers wide open again. Got to lock up the store. The cross into the skybound art. Yeah.
Damn,
wow.
The back door in the vents. Yikes.
Yo. They had the whole blueprint of the store before it even closed up. They were like, we know where all the security cameras are. We're in there.
I don't care how many goons you got. We're going to get this taken care of.
Speaking of goons, Akito throwing out his version, but Josie having nothing of it. Jump over on the cross up. Nice EX ball off the wall, and here comes the pressure. Oh, wow. Okay. I see you.
All right. Yeah, backing off here. You have full meter. Of course, let Josie overcommit. Oh, we jump it. I didn't know where to block. I lost Lalanne in the middle of the mix. Look at that. Good patience here, but we gotta watch out. Oh, the jitters, he got shimmied. Uh-oh.
It sucks when one person shimmies you. You get shimmied by 3. That's rough, man. That's real rough.
Full squad shimmies you. That's gonna be terrifying, right? Like just imagine in any scenario, even in real life, you see a whole people show up, go like, all right, here we go.
All right, here we go. You're trying to step in on them. They all step back at the same time. You're like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm out.
I came here for one fight, not several.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right, so we're moving right along here into the east side now.
So Josie going to be out for this tournament, but Akito's going to move on to fight Toph in the losers finals. But before we get there, we're going to hop back over to the East Coast for Dark Zero versus PME.
Yes, Dark Zero coming back up here on the stream, up against PME. We did not see PME on the stream, I believe. So It'll be interesting.
PME, I want to say is Fairy.
Okay.
I want to say it's Fairy. I hope I'm right. I hope I remember correctly. Not sure who Dark Zero plays, but yeah. PME should be Fairy, which obviously top 8, there's a Fairy. Surprise, surprise. That's just what it is.
Right.
We'll see who Dark Zero plays because
Charlotta.
Is it Charlotta?
I believe so.
The funny thing about Charlotta is like Charlotta came out, right? Like the game came out, Charlotta was there. Everybody was like, yo, this character's kind of strong. And then after a while, everybody was like, maybe not as much. You know?
Right.
And then now slowly you start to see more and more Charlottas. Ronin Rumble's always had Charlotta, and a couple other of the larger tournaments have too. But I feel like now more people are once again saying how strong Charlotta is. Also, shout outs to, wow, I'm going to screw this name up a lot.
Hey, you took it on. It's your time.
It is. I'm just gathering my mind. Shout outs to Attack Girl Stream for donating the 50-50 to the matcherino. If the whole goal was to have a commentator screw up on your name, congratulations, you made it happen. So, but big shout outs for the 50-50 to the matcherino stream. And once again, thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks everyone for donating to the community pool for these players. If you can and you have not already, please tweet out the matcherino links and the fact that this is what we're doing, Ronin Rumble top 8, and have them tune in and hopefully donate as well.
Yep, absolutely. Don't forget that 20% towards the Black Lives Matter movement.
Absolutely.
The winner's choice of the entire bracket, so that'd be dope.
Yeah, and just another shout out to the Ronin Rumble crew and to Jeff for making that call and, just being awesome when, when it comes to this kind of wave of support that we've been seeing for Black Lives Matter. It's incredible what they've done. So thanks again.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. All right. And look at this set. We blinked for a second. Holy.
Yeah, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. But PME, finally a little bit of breathing room. Let Dark Zero run all the way across the screen with no buttons out there and is going to pay for it with their life.
You put the whip out there and it got chopped.
Yeah.
All right. First round going to Dark Zero here. Playing the Charlotta, like I said. I knew I had some sort of memory in these glasses left over,
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Playing the full distance game, this is going to be tough for Charlotta to make that approach, right? Usually relying on the tumble to make that happen. Of course, the mobility from Demon Flip. Fairy can just dominate the airspace. Fairy can dominate the ground space. You have to be so careful. Oh, wow. Counter hit, nothing off of it, though. Nice, going for the sweep. This is the important part here. Don't let PME out of this corner. There we go.
EXDP there. Go ahead and get some space. Dark Zero pressing the advantage, but PME going to create a little bit of space, but there it is. EX Ball is going to be so critical in this matchup because even on block, it puts Charlotta into ranges where she can start to trouble fairies. And you see right now, PME stuck in the corner. Demon Flip throw, going to full combo. Yeah, into Skybound immediately off of this, into a down.
Go for the W when you can. Don't be fancy about it. Nothing. Just keep it simple and wrap it up.
That's all you got to do, right? Like you get that hit, you want to just close it out. I'm not trying to do anything fancy. It's top 8. I'm looking to do what I can do to put numbers on the board. PME, nice run up throw there. Going to set up the GG to lock down Dark Zero until EXDP strikes once again. Such a critical skill.
Yeah, and honestly, that's a tool that's off the table for a little bit here. PME can keep that knowledge, but again, just like that, already back.
Blocking the EXDP, full punish here from Dark Zero. Missed the off the wall, but still has a chance for corner pressure. Going to go ahead and throw. PME locked down immediately back into space that they don't want to be. Nice grab.
Wow. I'm okay. That came out quick. Nice. Hold that. Look at the damage.
Oh, red on the screen. Wow.
Oh,
well, you know what, Zero? Sometimes, sometimes you think you got it, and your opponent just flips that. I'm just gonna do a switch, and
hey, that's on. Yeah, you're not paying attention to the resources on the table, though.
True, very true.
Don't be, you smell blood in the water. That doesn't mean you go and attack right away. It could be a trap.
It could definitely be a trap. Nice EXDP there from PME. Going to go ahead and send out the GG again.
All right, playing this game super important for Fairy here. Because at this point, what does Charlotta do except for try to make those reads, pay attention to the abilities. Nice flip to get into the corner here. Dark Zero making this count. Oh, wow.
Sweep into the hula hoop. Gonna throw out that hit grab. Oh, man. Tried to anti-air, but right size, wrong shape.
Okay. I'm going to make this count into the fireball. Side swap. Please bounce off the corner. Let's go. GG step.
Oh, I like it. I like that. I like that. That was nice. That was nice.
Yikes. That was, paying attention to the bird flying in the sky, not watching the important thing that's happening.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Instant overhead again into a side switch PME. Done playing now. Like, okay, it's time. I'm going to have to put the gorilla back into the jungle.
Oh, boy. Nice anti-air here. Command throw. GG's out there. I dare you to come in. Not happening. Dive kick. Okay. Ooh. Good challenge, but still, you have to fight for the space. Nice anti-air.
Crouching heavy there from PME. Got plenty of life lead. I mean, really, doesn't need to do much. The chip on the GG is so much to chase down with the ball. Nothing doing. Oh, uh-oh.
You have to make this count. All right. This is the scariest situation, right? But all that PME has to do is...
Ooh, the double dog. Can I get a little mustard with that? Some relish?
Please. You didn't even give me a bag of chips with it. Like, come on.
Yeah, what's going on?
Believe in victory. Battle.
All right. Back into it. One game apiece. Oh, nice trade here. That was definitely in the favor for PME.
Absolutely.
Top trade for sure.
Oh, yeah, 150%. Anytime that PME gets that distance that they want without trying to set something up, definitely going to go in PME's favor. Dark Zero tried to get in. Wow, I'm going to I'll use everything I got just to hit you. And it ended up in a terrible situation because now PME putting down a lot of damage, getting some corner pressure set up. And Dark Zero, oh, no.
Yeah, all that fancy footwork, and at what cost? Already back in the corner. Nice. Trying to do some mini buttons. Not happening here. DP already done.
All dogs go to heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Battle 2.
You missed that cartoon.
It was a good one. It was definitely a good one. PME is certainly a fan.
Yes. All right, nice. Keeping them at bay, not allowing the approach. GG on deck, even the whips, just everything. Look, you came running at me, you're going to get scooped.
Oh, this is going to hurt.
Oh, that would have been really nice.
Yeah, just missed it. But PME on set point, actually. This is a first to 2. And life lead's still in their favor, but this is Charlotta. So any Aaron hit that allows for a big combo can even things up. Another EXDP though for PME. Step back, please.
Yo, combo this. Okay, that's fine. Even just damage. You don't have to be fancy. I appreciate it.
Oh,
nice.
Lion Tamer.
Wow. PME putting on a clinic. This is going to be a part of that highlight reel. PME is going to submit this to sponsors. So look at this.
For sure. Look how sick this is. I'm so clean.
Park,
Yeah, PME taking it 2 to 1. Definitely a close match, right? Like Dark Zero didn't make it easy at all. I just feel like PME made certain adjustments to actually make Dark Zero take risks that they didn't have to take before in the first game, and those risks ended up getting Dark Zero killed. So shout outs to PME for being able to analyze, like, okay, what exactly is going on here and how do I change it, and then implementing that.
Yeah, it's always frustrating when you play like a close range character like Charlotta going up against a zoning character like Fairy, because you want to get it. That's your game plan. You have to be in their face. And sometimes you lose sight of like, all right, the patience will pay off in the long run. On that approach, and we just kept seeing Charlotta get caught over and over again, just trying to run up and just close the gap without awareness of like the abilities that were on deck and what was happening from PME there.
Yeah.
Solid set indeed.
Oh yeah, definitely solid set. Something to really enjoy. And PME is going to be moving on to losers finals, but first, I believe we're going to go back over the West Coast for Toph versus Akito.
Yes. Oh, man. This will be a set, right? So what? Charlotta and, of course, Lalanne. We just love Lalanne, right? Lalanne's going to be fun.
Yeah. I mean, so Lalanne is a character I enjoy watching. I hate playing against, right?
Oh, yeah.
Charlotta, I'm not a fan of watching or playing against, but I do like seeing skilled players work Charlotta because it does. I learn something every time, and Toph is certainly one of those players. So we're in for a treat, no doubt, between these two. And I really feel like Akito. We've seen Akito time and time again slip away with Yggdrasil, right, and then call her out, do the Yggdrasil thing, but. Akito isn't just an Yggdrasil player, right? Like HPA, Akito knows what to do when the homies show up. He knows how to pop some bottles and crack some heads. So
we've seen it.
Yes, I've been a witness for sure.
Yeah, so that'll definitely be fun because, like you said, it's just like a different type of Lil Wayne player. Akito is definitely not down and out. Knows when to utilize which super in every scenario. Nice sweep setups here, going for. Oh, the mix opposite side.
The smooth mix. He was like, "Listen, you put some Kahlua in this, boy. You got some, gonna be smooth going down."
You brought everybody. What's happening? Oh boy. Oh, caught low. That's so tough to see, especially when you get the color coordination going, where all the characters are the same. Like, oh.
And he's blending into the stage. Yeah, I'm calling him a cheater. It is what it is. Oh wow, the standing dodge on the Skybound art. Stop it.
That's not allowed.
Stop it. Akito showing he has all the answers right now. Studied before the test was even written.
Bean already swept up with the boy on the ground. Nice. Already got life up even. You're taking the time to eat. Keep the nutrition up. Gotta build that protein, especially when you're working out like this.
Oh, it's so important. You need that muscle recovery. Damn, Toph trying to recover immediately when the EXDP got cracked up. Back throw here, gonna get some corner pressure, but Akito does have parry. Toph's gonna have to be careful throwing out a normal. And the bottles and the boys.
Dang, on the other side too.
That's tragic.
I didn't even. He knew.
He was like, nothing can stop me when my homies are holding me up. I'm good.
Have friends like Lil Wayne. They bring you up no matter what.
No matter what. You're always on top when they're helping you, man. It's wild.
All right, into the corner you go. You're not allowed to jump. I'm sorry.
No.
The airspace is occupied.
No fly zone for sure. The step back, a couple of whiffs there from Toph. Nothing doing. Catalina by throwing hands. Usually the missiles come out. It's getting wild when Catalina by's like, yo, let's box.
Where do you block? Which way is Lil Wayne at? Nice. Get tossed to the corner. You're not allowed to move. You can't move. You're going to have to hold it.
This is your home now. This is where you stay.
Jeez, the 7 golden letters to start out the match.
Wrapping it up in gold, just like his outfit. Akito looking to move to 2-0. The missiles and the conversion, the run back under. Toph just getting mixed every which way. Yo, Akito keeps doing this, and Chex is gonna call him on the phone like, you got a copyright infringement that you're gonna have to talk to me about.
Pay attention to this. Hello? You got the kids, the college students showing up, trying to show Charlotta a good time. Like, this is how we party, and she can't hang.
Definitely can't hang, man. Toph finally getting some pressure in this corner. The boys come out again. Push back mid-screen, and that's so important, right? Like, when you call out the homies, even if you're blocking them, they slide you so far back that you just lose all of your corner pressure. Now, Toph is stuck in the corner with no life. Oh, okay. Yeah, he had to at that point. Like, it was getting ridiculous. Like, you got to try to instill some sort of fear in there. Noble execution comes down.
Set it up towards a revealing light. Get off of me.
Yo, 3 turns, homie. 3 turns. Step off of me.
Oh boy, but yeah.
Akito playing Magic and not Yu-Gi-Oh! He's like, I don't know what that card is. Hold this burn to the face fireball, tapping all my mana.
There's no
and I'm
mana.
gonna go up 2 games. Yeah.
Play with the summoning sickness real quick. This is what we got. All right, holding these blocks. The flurries are coming. Push back, but it doesn't matter for Akito, right? Like you said, they're gonna summon the boys, push them out. Nice. The pressure begins. And enough to get something else out. Another, oh man, wow. EXDP pushing it back. Toph really wants that turn. Gonna carry, all right. The pressure begins, blocks the overhead. Now we're taking our turn back. Akito being really patient. Oh, good blocks on the demon flip though. Oh, early dodge, gonna get caught on the toes. Okay, Yggdrasil is out there.
Here she comes. Do you know?
I'm calling my mom. I'm telling what you said.
Putting on right now. Oh, the nasty mix. The green and red always goes boom. Slide. What's the setup? Yeah. Okay. Oh, he tried to style. All of them got crushed in the dome.
He freaked out too, said that's gonna hit.
Unfortunately, Toph didn't get the animation because of the distance he was at. I could tell Ever to put himself onto match point.
Oh wow, with throw, no punish off of it. Away scot-free. All right, missiles still blocking. Boys aren't allowed in this area.
You see the sign on there in the treehouse? You can't come up here.
Big swing. Oh, able to just neutral jump, get the punish. Okay, 2 sweeps, not just one. Gotta keep blocking.
Hold that block. Toph trying desperately to keep Akito in that corner. Nice stick out of a button there. Got a little bit of a confirm. Most importantly, a knockdown. Good old the toss from the homies. A pushback again, and yeah, Toph not looking good for him right now.
No conversion. That's A-okay though, because this should wrap it up. HPA. Oh, just block. Oh no! There's so much damage.
I told you, when your homies got you, can't nobody knock you down. They took that with all of their chests. They were like, yo, hold up. I'm good. Do what you need to do.
Let me introduce to our man's Lalanne. He blasted through it. They didn't care how many swords of revealing light you had.
Doesn't matter. Don't matter. We're gonna toss those cards into the river like Weevil did Exodia. That's out. We're dumping that over there. What you mean you got Exodia?
My grandpa's cards. F your grandpa, bro.
So Akito, definitely putting on another Lalanne clinic, showing that, despite being able to, despite not having a lot of reversals and things like that, the activity in neutral, right? He kept Toph busy with all types of, calling out the homies, the Catalina bots, the setups, just spacing things out properly, a couple of dodges here and there and some throws. And it really did kind of dissuade Toph from being able to run that constant Charlotta pressure, which is a rhythm that Toph wants to fall into and would obviously put Akito on the back foot.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, it's a lot about that mental stack as well, because you got to watch. Okay, well, Catalina bot's out. Now I got to worry about the boys. Okay, now you're coming. Like there's too much mental stack to deal with on the screen. You have to pick and choose those hits, right? And if you're not able to think about your offensive, you're mostly thinking on defense. There's very few opportunities for you. So it's just it's a tough matchup.
For sure. So that's going to be Have a Nice Day in Akito and winners in grand final, for the West Coast. And on the East Coast, we're going to have Mike and Ike versus PME. Mike and Ike on Jita, falling to Real Ice's Zeta, but has a chance at redemption here and a chance to get a run back. But first, going to have to deal with PME's super clean Fairy. And it'll be an interesting one to see, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, it's unfortunate, right? Because Mike and Ike isn't dealing with another long-range character. That's been the story in this bracket for Mike and Ike so far. Always dealing with like some type of zoning, with varying success. Hopefully, Fairy is going to shut down a lot of those Jita options. We know that ability is certainly there. Fairy is tough to deal with. But Mike and Ike does know how to punish in neutral very well, off of with buttons, knows how to react, can make some solid decisions at various ranges. So we'll see what comes off. All right, nice. Unfortunately, combo. Oh, yeah, try to go for the anti-air. You're not allowed to come just web swing at me for free. That information is already out on deck against PME. Nice jump.
Big jump in, yeah. We get the off-the-wall combo here, the setup.
Yep. No DP was available there. That's why you didn't end up seeing it. That's okay. All right, respecting the space from GG, closing the gaps.
I like that. Crouching medium, nice hit there. Gonna go into the charge fireball. There's the DP, hard knockdown situation. Safe jump into a late tech from PME.
Taking some damage here. Look at this. Meter is on deck for Mike and Ike here. Just got to really play patient here. That space, he's respecting the space, which is really important. Nice fireball, closing the gap here. Going for Rekka. Yep.
I like it. Perfect patience.
Yes. Even if he could continue, if PME continued to block that corner, EXDP was on deck. Heck, he was on deck. He had super on deck. The chip damage was already there from the Rekka. That's why he spent it.
Good DP there to get out of that GG. Makes on the smooth through from PME. Mike and Ike once again has PME in the corner, the opposite one this time, trying to escape his PME and does with the drill. Mike and Ike gonna have to do a little bit more work to get in again. Yeah, all dogs go to heaven immediately.
Thank goodness it's immediate. You don't have to wait, you know?
Yeah, they don't gotta wait in line or anything. You just, well, there you go. You're right there. All good.
Uh-oh, GG right there, continuing this combo into the super art. Let's see, that's gonna be hefty chunk. Not gonna wrap it up yet.
Wow, the scaling. Save Mike and Ike for sure. Well, but the chip damage will do it. PME, good awareness of changing things around, evening things up, going into a battle 3 in the Rose Guard.
Yeah, you got an extra spectator here, so that's got to give Fairy at least a little bit of a buff, right? I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh boy, the anti-air. More GG, nice. EXDP, excellent decision here to back off.
As soon as they jump in the air, Mike and Ike was like, look, I already know what to do. Go ahead and EXDP.
I'm tired of this. I don't like blocking. All right,
nobody enjoys it.
You don't get to press buttons.
Maybe. Yeah. You want to press buttons. Everybody want to press buttons.
All right. Distance is forced now. This is exactly where PME wants to be. All the resources and the dodge.
Ooh.
All right, this is a start. We're not going to get that corner quite yet. Almost there. All right, the EX Fireball. Got to guess. Another throw. This is the opportunity. EXDP is on deck. PME is going to have to pay attention. Oh, the low.
Oh, PME weathering the blitz from Mike and Ike and able to, just find the right time to hit that blessed button. Yeah. Not as blessed as before, but still blessed. The crouching unique to get that sweep.
I mean, the range, how fast it comes out.
Yep.
You got to be ready. And unfortunately, Mike and Ike did not have the time to just be entirely patient in that situation there, especially with all the resources PME had. All right,
so nice stuff there.
Nice dodge.
Now we see PME varying the tempo of those range attacks to let Mike and Ike know that, hey, you're not going to just be able to roll through like you were before. Fireball will go through, but ignored because of the animation on the hit grab. That's unfortunate. And yeah, Mike and Ike already down to 45% health.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Counter hit. Nice with the Rekka here. Gonna block that command grab. Not gonna react to it. Not falling for it. Nice dodge here into EX Rekka. Oh, and out of the corner just like that. This is bad news bears here from Mike and Ike, especially since the anti-air came out. GG is being blocked. So much opportunity here for PME. It's PME's game right now, so you have to make some solid reads just like that. Watch out on that throw.
With throw is dangerous, but what's even more dangerous is the life bar from Mike and Ike. I don't believe that they can block anything else, and yeah, just went for it all. Did not work out. PME going to take round 1 of game 2 of Losers Finals. Mike and Ike, I really feel like the more and more the set goes on, the more PME makes it frustrating for Mike and Ike to even do what they want to do,
That's actually nice, actually getting the confirm the corner combo, making this count with the EXDP into sweep. Nice knockdown.
Oh, okay. And low on the jump in. Here we go. Going to be able to cancel all the way out for a down. And just as I said, Mike and I must be listening. He's like, watch, I'll make this guy look stupid. And they immediately taking the round, sending it to battle 3.
Battle 3, engage.
All right, so the opening gambit. Yeah, of course. PME in control. Already, wow, pushing to the corner here. I thought for sure they were going to commit to the Rekka there. That's all right, though. Okay, watch out.
There's an overhead block. Still gets the side switch, though, and plenty of chip, actually, from all those abilities hitting.
Yep. Nice fireball. Perfect opportunity here for Mike and Ike, trying to get as much ground as he can. Nice, respecting the situation. Oof, early dodge, actually. The XDP not wrong.
Oh, the fade away.
Wow. Yep, a couple dodges here and there. EXDP, please back off. All right, another ball out in the air. Just keep blocking.
Look at the chip damage.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Here we go. Smack them away. Already in the corner. Here's the throw. Same situation as last time, except fewer resources here at PME's end. Uh-oh. All right. The chip.
Oh, no. Man, it's frustrating, man. It's mad frustrating because Mike and Ike was starting to, put themselves in a position to tie things up. And PME, shout outs to PME on their part. They really did, time things out perfectly to throw that GG down and get that crouching medium. But it's Mike and Ike's chance now.
Yes, absolutely. That EXDP costing, look at how much, what, 60? No, not 50, 50.
50%.
Yeah.
Just a straight 50 on it.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, yep, it's an overhead tough break here. All right, gotta block the fire. So much blocking to be done and so much chip damage is being removed. All right, just like that, evened up. A little bit of a life lead here for PME. The jump in.
Got caught by the GG.
I wonder if he's trying to throw out the EX DP in that situation though, and just wasn't sure about the timing on it.
Yeah, that could be it too.
Mm-hmm.
The GG we go, and we've seen PME once they get some momentum going, it becomes a nightmare for their opponents. The knockdown off of the anti-air, the sweep, setting up another GG. And notice how many moves that PME is doing gets those knockdowns so that they can just keep going through the rotation of setups. Yep. Back throw, EXGG, instant overhead blocked.
Nice.
That's a chip damage.
Oh my gosh. All right, nice dodge. Oh, the EX record not hitting, but that's okay though. Yikes. Already out of the corner. This is just tough. Like, it's so stressful to think about the work that it takes to close this gap, and then once you get him in the corner, just for them to jump out like this. Come on, man. And like, that's so much mental endurance, mental fortitude from Mike and I to keep this offensive pressure going.
It's a huge mental mountain to climb, and PME, is so wise about establishing a life lead and just maintaining that life lead. And that's what the name of the game becomes, because you notice PME, most times when they have that life lead, they're not going to go in and start doing all the wild stuff and start risking it. And it's working out so well. PME is going to slide through 3-0 and be put up against Real Ice for Grand Finals. But I think we're going to hop back over to the West Coast for that Grand Finals first.
Yeah, let's take a look at that bracket here real quick. Real Ice up against PME and East Coast. Like you said, that West Coast side, have a nice day, up against Aikido.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun one.
Yeah,
I can't wait. Sucks for Aikido because he had to go through 3 Charlottas to get to, if they win, but it's fun to watch. So
odds were you're going to fight a Lalanne or Charlotta in this top 8. There was no avoiding that at all.
Yeah. For sure. So let's see if Akito can be the Charlotta Slayer and make their way into the victor side. But coming in from the loser side, that's going to be a tougher task to do. Got to win 3 games to reset and then 3 more games. So
yeah, oh man, not impossible though, because Aikido has been putting work on these Charlotta players as well too. Like, there's a clear understanding about how Charlotta works on Aikido's end.
Yes,
hopefully that still pays off up against Have a Nice Day. We'll see. Ooh.
Have a Nice Day, returning champion of Ronin Rumble, and it's they've been hot. They've been hot week to week, and so it's going to take Aikido pulling out all of the tricks in order to advance forward.
Right.
And, it's not easy because we've seen Have a Nice Day time and time again adapt to the opponent's rhythm, to the opponent's perceived answers that they bring into the match. But once again, I've seen Aikido do tons of work in a number of tournaments, so I'm actually excited to see this one. They're going to let the intros rock, classic anime style, just let the intros go for grand final. And here we go, game 1.
All right, immediate patience. Just started. I was betting like, man, Charlotta's going to tumble right away. Come on. It didn't happen. I lost all that money. That's it.
Yeah.
All right, nice. The boys coming in to cover both ground and sky. Trying to get out of that corner. It's just not happening. You're not allowed. Have a nice day in the corner, please.
Back there from Aikido, but still, like you said, in the corner, the schmooze with the missiles, late tech from Have a Nice Day. And here comes Aikido, finally getting some momentum there. There's the neutral jump, and that's going to be a key difference in this matchup between Have a Nice Day and Tolfus. Have a Nice Day is not afraid to jump. Like, Have a Nice Day will be in the skies, period. And that's going to be something Aikido is going to have to adjust to, because a lot of Luane's grounded pressure is going to have to be swapped out for some more aerial options. Even when calling the homies, like, you might want to call the aerial one a couple more times But right now he's going to have to call an ambulance because Have a Nice Day is all over him, going to cancel into the Skybound out for sure.
Yikes, I think his ankles are broken at the very least. Okay, call the mom.
Yo,
Let her know.
gotta call, the emergency contact immediately called out. Oh, look at this. Have a nice day.
Uh-oh. And look at that. Already pushing away, got the full screen set up. Nice dodge on the fire. Oh, that was actually a really solid idea for the parry. Just barely out of range. Yes, DP. Shut down whatever was coming your way.
I don't care what that was. It wasn't going to work.
All right, into the second round we go. Nice tech on the throw here. Oh, wow. What an air. Have a nice day. Already getting set up for the Oki pressure.
There's a jump out from Makita, but still gets clipped.
A counter hit, no less. All right, and look at that, side to side. Doesn't matter what side you're on. We're gonna go to corner.
Yeah, for sure. And Have a Nice Day at a nice life lead here. And when I say nice, I mean a full life lead because Akito's health is disappearing quickly. Off the wall, the sweep into the Skybound art. Yo, that was a sick pickup because the scramble to get the sweep in just to get the Skybound art. I see you Have a Nice Day. Definitely not ensuring that Akito does, but you are. And I understand how it goes.
He set the spin cycle immediately, wasn't he? Yeah. I don't care about the rinse. Let's go.
No, we're going straight to the wash.
All right, here we go. The pressure wall bounce. All right, let him recover. Go for the low. It's all right. What's he gonna do? Try to parry you? That's possible. Oh, nice. Another one. Right in the super. You already have the life lead. Why not? You're going to get another bar later.
It does so much. It does so much. The scaling on it isn't really that great. And it does allow Have a Nice Day and other Charlotte players too to confirm into that Skybound out and get a massive life lead. But you know what happens?
I said, Mom!
You got it. Hey!
Mom! She won't let me play Xbox!
Yeah, it's Akito's turn to play the Xbox. Akito scrambling away, trying to stay away from Have a Nice Day's pressure, but you can only go so far. The stage is only so big, and the demon flip overhead gonna close it out for round one. Yikes.
It was so close to the parry. The correct decision, just the timing. That's all it was. Because that would have been sick, right? If it would have happened, Galaxy Brain lead. All right, bounce off. Once again, a parry out there, and clearly Have a Nice Day is aware of the options that you have with the demon flip, right? And just not allowing any of it to happen here.
Yeah, Akito stuck in the corner, hemmed up as it were. There come the boys to try to give him some relief, but the EXDP says you will go back in there and you will like it.
Look at this. Lalanne just sitting there thinking about it. That's the block animation right there.
Yeah, like I don't know what am I going to do when this messed up crap comes at me. I need some time. I got to think about this.
I've called the boys. I've called Mom. Who else is gonna come save me?
And my friends and my family just got pieced up in this corner. I don't know what I need to do.
All right, already running away. Of course, gotta get set up. Have to. You need that safe space.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So notice the difference between Akito and Have a Nice Day, and Have a Nice Day's, Charlotta, and what Akito's faced in Toph is that the setup time is just disappearing. This is really the first time he's gotten that pressure. And there's the throw. Now he's starting to mix in some of those options. Here come the homies. Hold me up.
Here we go. Oh, but caught low. Uh-oh. Let's get this combo in. Almost there. What's it go? Oh, no. Please tell me you were blocking. Please tell me. No!
You know he wasn't blocking. You knew in your heart he wasn't blocking.
God, that's 4,000 life points right there.
Yeah, that's definitely 4,000 life points, and this is the this ain't the anime, so I don't know what to tell you.
Real rules.
Yeah.
Good anti-air here, puts you right back over into the corner. Nice. Try to make that. Yeah, see, the setup is actually important. Like you said earlier, the push away from the Lalannes, calling the boy low, then of course getting the beam, controlling the skies. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I mean, Have a Nice Day is not deterred from putting that pressure down. Akito going to have a lot of work to do to win the next round. Excuse me. I was going to say this round, but then I just saw the life bar. I looked up. I saw that flashing gold. I'm like, well, that's that. So have a nice day on tournament point for themselves. And Akito's got a tall task in front of them. But, you know, it's the throw. Like, there we go. See, he hasn't gotten too many of those throws to really set up the pressure, because that throw not only creates distance, but the knockdown time allows him to set things up. Here come the missiles again. And finally, Akito having a little bit of breathing room after being smothered.
Not even breaking the defense at all. Like, not a moment of just like hesitation of where to block. Just knew. Okay, yep, avoiding the anti-air. I think he dodged to it. I think he did.
No, I didn't. That's tragic.
Unfortunate stuff here. Wow, the whiff button into a throw. Oh, tried to eat.
No. Yo, caught my man's eating in the backyard. He was like, yo, they ain't coming through the backyard. I'm cool back here. And the fence just, you see him step in. You're like, oh, no.
It said order up, and they came in the back and stole the food before it went to the right table.
Yo.
That's disrespectful. Someone paid for that.
Doesn't matter. Have a nice day. Tipping the old cap to Akito and, you know, tell him I'll see you next time. 3-0 for your West Coast Grand Finals champion. And in powerful fashion, that was a double 3-0 for Have a Nice Day. So, you know, I mean, what can you say other than great work? You know,
Have a nice
extraordinary
day.
work.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
See you.
Yeah, for sure. So we're going to hop back over to the East Coast for our Grand Finals over there.
Oh, boy. It's about to get really, really cold over here. That real ice is on the way.
Yeah, Freon will have entered the air conditioner, and we're putting it on full blast. It'll be Real Ice versus PME, Zeta versus Fairy, if all of my cards predict correctly. And this will be an interesting matchup just because Zeta obviously has those long-range normals, but Fairy, is the queen of keeping people out and away. However, Zeta's mobility might be able to, provide a couple more answers to the setups that Fairy has, because Zeta can really move around in the air quite a bit.
Yeah, this will just be interesting to just check out entirely, because, like you said, with Zeta's mobility, Fairy has plenty of options. It's just, I'm just banking on the fact that Zeta has, like, at full screen, has some better opportunities, kind of shut down any sort of setup opportunities. But at the same time, though, like, once it comes to that neutral space, right, I feel like Fairy has the upper hand. It'll just depend upon how good with punishing will be from Zeta, right?
Yeah, that's going to be an incredibly big key. PME coming in on loser side, as we said before, needs to win 6 games total to do it. So Real Ice definitely has time to adapt. And PME is starting off on the hot foot right now, getting a nice life lead. But here comes Real Life, fighting back with the crouching light to get a hit and putting PME in a rough situation. Woof.
And when do we tell Real Life that this isn't actually anime? Like, you're not allowed to air dash like this?
I don't think he believes it even if you told him. He's like, nah, this is definitely anime. Watch this. Hold this IED real quick.
All right, nice. Try to gain that distance here. Try to predict a jump. Wasn't happening quite yet there. Like, really trying to make that solid read for the pogo. Doesn't want to try to have to block that situation, because it does get a little bit weird.
It definitely does get a little odd trying to guess them, the pogo setup. And PME started out, with a little bit of life lead. Real Life was starting to make a comeback, but PME looking pretty good. Does have Super Skybound art available now, and just really wants to keep Real Ice far away. Is this going to connect? We going to the light show?
Oh, okay.
No, didn't even need it.
Please.
It confirms.
I didn't believe. All right, now the real patience here. Good clash. Oh, man.
Oh, okay.
Was that thrust, or was that like an attempt to do the counter? It looked like thrust, right?
I think it was just crouching medium.
Oh, I meant from Zeta. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Already passed. We're all good. Playing the full screen game. Nice. Going for the
there we go. There's that aerial beast cannon, that option that was going to allow him to not only stall in the air to go over some things, but to come down with the punish.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. Please don't approach anymore. This is the barrier.
The lasers create the fence. Don't touch them.
Okay, nice. Oh, wow. Delay buttons into throw. All right, cool.
Realize PME being shoved slowly back to that corner, but Realize backing up. I like that range because now the only thing that can really hit Real Ice at that range is an EX hit grab whip, because the regular ones won't reach far enough.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay.
Yep. Because the lasers are projectile nullifiers, they will go through that whip, and you know, Fairy won't get hit, but you can waste a skill that way for sure, and that's Real Ice. That's what Real Ice wants for sure.
Yep. I don't want to get grabbed. I don't want to have to deal with some sort of mix. Please stay at this range. Okay. Wow. Anti-air. Nah, I don't want to block GG. Wow. Real Ice. 5 seconds left on the clock here. You have to make something count. Real Ice.
Down back
chill.
and yeah,
Yep.
he's just chilling. He's like, yo. He looked up at the clock, saw the life lead, like, oh, work's almost over. I'm not filling out this email till tomorrow morning. You better quit playing with me. Give me this win real quick. I'm out here.
See you tomorrow. All right, nice. Going for the thrust to close the gap here into throws. Already got the corner here, but definitely respecting the DP option as well, not just going all out. Nice, into the recovery. Okay. Dang. We're playing DuckTales all over again.
We definitely are.
Yo, disarmor? Hello? Okay. That was forever and a half. Like, I thought for sure anything, nothing. Just ate it all.
The whole meal and dessert right there. PME is going to try to work with the mix pressure, but immediately buttons from Real Ice.
Okay, the conversion? Yes. Big chunk of... Oh, okay, I spoke too soon. I apologize, everybody. I hyped up for nothing.
Oh, man. Real Ice jumping back, trying to space things out. Does have the life lead, doesn't want to do anything too crazy, but the confirms again from PME. Light them up, send out the full screen GG.
Yeah, there's no place to go. Sit full screen. Don't want to move. Don't make the approach. Hold this block.
Oh!
That's... Oh, the low wasn't ready for it.
Imagine doing jump in sweep though. Like, imagine having that power as a character. Be like, this is fast enough. I'll do it. Jump in sweep. We're good.
It's ridiculous enough that nobody is going to be like, yeah, that makes sense. Just like, yeah, no.
Like, yo, did that sweep just come out in 7 frames? All right.
You pause it. You look at your. Excuse me. What did you do?
Yeah. Oh man, Real Ice. What they've done is put themselves up 1-0 in this matchup. Unblockable situation. Oh, okay. Didn't get the head. Smooth through from Real Ice.
But look at the meter difference already. Like hardly any damage done, but geez, so many resources available already. May as well spend the ball at some point once you get that lockdown in the corner. Okay, we out of there. Jeez, the momentum. Just look at just the approach in general. Nice. GG, locking down the gaps. Yeah, you're going to get punished for that one at that range.
Oh,
nice
run under. Yeah, that was really good. Going to be able to get some corner pressure here. Pogo set up. Almost blocked all of it to PME, but not enough. And Real Ice immediately taking all the opportunities in the world.
This time it'll work. This time it will. Not going to get a kill, but that's plenty enough indeed. Not able to block all the Pogos. I think maybe an EXDP was attempted there. Just not coming out. Easy inputs are a thing. That would help that situation, but... Oof. All right. Both fishing for a whiff punish here. Nice. Uh-oh. Yep. Actually, really good option here because something would have happened. Like, if you would have got pushed back into GG, that would have been even more blocks done.
Yeah, didn't want to have anything to do with it, but Real Ice going to vault himself in the corner off of the armor attempt. Another armor attempt, nothing doing. PME definitely not biting to take those setups. And now, oh yeah, Real Ice.
Oh. Look at this damage. The life that's sitting.
The Shumis?
Yeah.
The Shumis? You.
I saw what you did over there. You thought about pressing the button, huh? That was cute.
That was not a good idea. Let me show you why.
All right, good anti-air here, allowing a GG setup. And of course, yeah, when you force your opponent to block, like after a GG setup, it removes GG off the field. So what a safe option. Just hit that button out there. Just remove it off the screen.
And me answering back in a thunderous fashion immediately with a massive life lead in the beginning of this round for game 3.
What an anti-air lead. Here we go. Oh, that was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Oh, the punish again on the throw attempt. Real Ice starting to feel it.
No super yet. Oh boy, you got opened up right into super. Here we go. Ride the lightning.
That's dirt.
I can't believe it. What a comeback, too. You thought for sure it was in the bag, didn't you?
Yeah, it definitely was not in the bag. There was a hole at the bottom. PME did not check, and Real Life just scooped it up off the ground and ran away with it.
Okay, got the setup. All this chip damage. Plenty of respect here from Real Ice. All right, now we got the full screen game. Nice charge on the beam. Oh, what an anti-air. From a mile away, too. It's like, what are you doing? I've been reacting to this all day. Don't get up that high.
Come on. You knew what it was. You knew the script. Knockdown for Real Ice. PME wake up buttons. Gets a hit. Gonna set up the GG here. Instant overhead block, but the hit's done. The block's done, sorry. Gonna keep Real Ice forced back into that corner, creating a little bit of space. PME does actually need to close the gap because Real Ice has a little bit of a life lead. And you don't want to get timed out again, but there's still plenty of time left, but I'm sure PME's thinking about that timeout for sure. Nice counter.
The run-ups. Okay, plenty safe enough to do that. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Not this one, though. Yikes. Unfortunately, wasn't protecting the toes. I mean, you're wearing the steel boots, right? And
yeah,
you're
you would think, right, that you'd think that'd be enough, but maybe there's like a current or something running through those that whip to, give them a little jolt.
Yeah, that's got to be it. Magic.
You are fighting a ghost, so magic is definitely in play right now for sure.
All right, ended up getting caught low, not able to get the flurry to confirm. Oh wow, they're both in each other's heads right now.
Real Ice and PME have both been adapting back and forth, but you can see right now that PME looks to be just a little bit more comfortable, having more time, throw out some setups, force Real Ice to go through a couple more hoops. Here's the GG. A nice throw. Was going for the instant overhead before, but decided to go with the throw this time. It's going to connect into the skybound arc for the setup.
Yeah, immediately. That's what we like to call conditioning, right? We're so used to this one interaction, and then it just gets flipped immediately. Yikes.
When you hit him with the head and the shoulders at the same time, battling all of the dandruff back.
All right, trying to close it here. Look at the walk down too, like really smart stuff from PME, because look at that. That threat of GG was already there. They took the time to back up to guarantee GG would land and force Real Ice to back up more. That's more ground game. Nice. And we're just getting real patient.
Yeah, PME backing up, trying to stay super patient. Triple Beast Cannon, want him to retreat. Nice run up, crouching heavy. The armor's going to work though. Real Ice gets a chance to try to put down some pressure, but man, PME has not been deterred from waking up and hitting some buttons at all, despite playing Fairy.
Honestly, like PME is just calling out like a lot of these resets. Oh wow, all the pogos blocked. 5 seconds left on the clock here. You have to make.
No!
I don't know. Oh, it did it. Okay.
Oh man, that's rough. Shout outs to Real Ice though for laying down the right pressure, but that hurt. I know that one hurts.
That's so unfortunate because 3 seconds. You had to block for 3 more seconds and you would have won. And oh man.
All right, PME Real Ice going back out to PME, picking up where they left off, to be honest. A sweep into the Beast Cannon, full conversion here.
Don't tell me that's a mental drain here, because I mean, wow, perfect.
It definitely is. I mean, you saw how fast Real Ice rematched, right? He was like, I'm back in. I'm really back in.
Go. But that's so like discouraging. Only 3 seconds on the clock. All you had to do was keep blocking. And look at the man. Here we go. Real Ice. Playing PME right now. Yeah, tournament point. Oh, the dodge. Uh-oh. Not like this.
Okay, PME's creating some space now. Real Ice respecting, backing up away from the GG. Nobody wants to block that little animal. Nobody wants it.
All right, here we go. Just real patient. Beams, full screen. Yep. You have the advantage. You have the life lead. Don't approach. Why?
Yeah, no, there's no reason to. The lasers, like I said, full screen like that, the only thing that can hit them is that EX hit grab, and it has to be timed perfectly because the laser, unlike other projectiles in the game, nullify projectiles. So, Real Ice is like, yo, it's time to play Gradius. I'm good.
Oh!
The mix!
That's it right there. Ladies and gentlemen, Real Ice taking the grand final here for the bracket of East Coast, moving on to fight against the West Coast champ.
Wow. Well, congratulations to Real Ice. You know, PME, I have to say that game 3 where it was 3 seconds left, like you said, that had to be a mental drain. And you can't blame PME for that, because that, no matter who you are, that absolutely is a rough scenario to be in. But that doesn't take away anything from Real Ice's play. You know, that was very smart stuff, right? Just sitting full screen and doing the lasers on multiple occasions really did put into PME's mind, like, you're used to being the zoner, but I'm over here and I'm good, right?
Yeah, so, exactly. There's nothing you can do. I'm at full life lead. You've already set up yourself enough where you've been damaged way too much to not take a risk. So please, I dare you to come in.
Yeah.
Boy.
Good stuff to realize. Going to be the East Coast champion for Ronin Rumble. But we're not done yet. We are going to have a clash of the champions. It will be Real Ice versus Have a Nice Day, Zeta versus Charlotta. It's going to be an interesting match, but before we get into that, we're going to take one final last look at the bracket, and I would like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to Ronin Rumble number 13. This is 13 weeks in a row for the Ronin Rumble staff. I know they tired.
But they've been keeping it up with us. So everybody that's in there, if you have that Amazon Prime, you also have that Twitch Prime. So definitely give some support to your Ronin Rumble employees out there just making this happen, especially in a time where we don't have like a live event where we can come together locally. This has been just a welcome event, and we appreciate it so much that it's been able to give a spotlight on games that otherwise wouldn't have too much of a spotlight, right? So thank you so much, guys, for helping us out.
And if you can, one last time, share that matcherino link on your Twitter feed, you know, or jump in wherever you share your links. Go ahead and hit up your friends, your family, all the people that follow you. Let them know that they can donate for free with the code RRG13. And thank you to all of you who have donated too, because you know this is number one, it helps the players, but number two, 20% of whatever comes out of this will go to Black Lives Matter charity chosen by the winner. So thank you very much for that, and we're going to get right back into it.
Yep, absolutely. This is it. The whole kit and caboodle. Who's coming out on top? Is it East Coast or is it West Coast? Who has the better internet connection? Who has the better buttons? Swift action, the ability to adjust on the fly to varying frame rates. Here we go.
Yo, have that router right underneath your chair, immediately lined up with your foot.
Start kicking
Battle.
Oh, it's going to be Real Ice versus Have a Nice Day. And I'm curious to see this because Have a Nice Day, despite going up against characters that have the capacity to zone them out, has been able to circumvent that and run their game plan no matter what. And let's see what Real Ice does against the very aerial nature of Have a Nice Day.
Right, exactly. All right, here we go. Yeah, because especially in the last game, right, against Vera, like against PME, it was just plenty of anti-air options, you know, immediately, just for days. Like, you were not allowed to fly up. Looking interesting here. All right, let's see. The approach. Nice. Flurry. All right, and the life deficit is just massive here. Real Ice being real patient, trying to let Have a Nice Day make those mistakes, and it sure does pay off for Real Ice.
Absolutely. Real Ice using that crouching medium button and confirming into the thrust multiple times is working out extremely well. Have a Nice Day is definitely on the back foot. Nice jump over the ball, but still gives Have a Nice Day a chance to run some pressure.
Right, absolutely. Look at this. A complete opposite, except you have armor. You have a counter available to you as Zeta, unlike Charlotta. So it'll be interesting how this corner pressure is varied by Have a Nice Day to make this a call out here. Nice.
Sandy dodge, no punish though. There it is. EX ball off the wall, set up here. The armor, nothing doing.
Nice. Big, heavy swing. Getting the corner control once again into counter. The whole spin cycle is available. Look at this. One more touch. Ought to do it here. Real Ice is going to have to put in some work. No anti-air. That's another round here.
Is. Yeah, there's that aerial option. Real Ice finding some places to jump, get some jump ins going, and it definitely worked out for him. And Real Ice Gonna have to look and see how to trying to shut down those kind of airborne evasions and attacks from Have a Nice Day.
Okay, nice. Going for the DP here. Oh, wow. Jump back into dive. I love it. You weren't ready to block.
No, definitely not. But there's the EX ball. Speaking of not ready to block, needy low, man.
Okay, nice. Oh. Yep, and parry after parry. Man, they're just slugging it out here. Just back and forth, off and knockdowns. Into the spin cycle we go. Another one. Hold these hands. Oh, boy. And, of course, Realize still has me. Oh, my goodness. Audacity.
He said, don't you dare. How dare you, sir? How dare you?
You're going to walk up and overhead me? No.
Dare you, sir?
Rude.
Have a nice day. Closing it out. This is a first to 3, by the way. There's no losers or winners side. This is just a straight best of 5. So Have a Nice Day is up 1-0. Realize looking to put some pressure down after that loss, and I don't blame him. I'd be kind of mad too. Like, you're just going, what?
Nice. Already back in the corner once again. Fished real hard for that armor last time, just not paying off here. Because Have a Nice Day, like you said, that air mobility is willing to just stay in the sky as long as they can to avoid anything on the ground. Yo. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like the attempt. It was a solid idea.
Definitely was a solid idea, but notice that now Have a Nice Day, who usually uses that skybound out as a closeout, doesn't have it available for the moment, and Real Life is going to try to take advantage of that for sure.
Oh, get that punish. Oh, yes. Full thrust. Not going to get the extension off of that, though, however. Oh, wow. Calling out the big swing.
Oh, and the armor on the EX ball, it says, no, you will stay over there. And one of the things that Real Life has been able to do due to playing Zeta is a whiff DP from Charlotta, which is typically for most characters hard to punish. I know you heard that correctly. A whiff DP from Charlotta is hard to punish on most characters, but Zeta, because she has those long range normals, can actually do things like Real Life did and punish that DP.
Absolutely blessed. Even with the thrust to extend it to make sure you kept that corner control too. Okay, all right, goes for armor. Have a Nice Day, not biting. Oh, big tumble. Off the wall, bounce we go. And has meter too. I think, no. After that, yeah. Oh, wow. Late tech, still able to keep up the pressure. Expecting a armor, but not coming out yet. Realize just being real patient. Okay, there's your, uh-oh. Oh, yeah, it caught on the other side. That was unfortunate.
Real Ice just got caught up in the rush down for sure. Tried to escape there, got caught on the other side. Have a Nice Day. Took another round, took a round to even it back up. This is Battle 3, and Real Ice desperately needs this game because you don't want to go down 0-2 to Charlotta. You don't want to do that.
Good blocks here. Oh no, caught the toes once again. Nice, the armor. And honestly, Have a Nice Day is just not falling for any of these armor scenarios, right? Even if it's off, like, if Real Life lets it rip, Have a Nice Day has an answer immediately after. Even if Real Life just goes like, I'm going to use this to scare you. No, doesn't fall for it. Have a Nice Day is being brave and rude at the same time.
Yeah. Imagine.
You shouldn't have done that overhead. You shouldn't have walked up overhead. You get what you're, dishing out, right?
Absolutely, that's for sure. And Have a Nice Day is trying to dish himself into a win for the West Coast. But Realize throwing out a couple of projectiles there, trying to space things out. Likely even back up, ball to chase down, and man, Realize is in a rough scenario. Another failed armor attempt. The cross up on the demon flip. That was disgusting. That was dirty. That was bad.
It's just demon flip is just so terrifying to deal with. Thank goodness for a block button, because otherwise, like, you might not be blocking most of these that are coming at you. Nice anti-air. What's the crouch in there?
Russ back into the corner. Realize trying to come out the gates fast for this game 3. Down 0-2. Have a Nice Day is just really looking to close it out with 2 rounds, period, and working on Have a Nice Day's defense. Realize's defense. The cross-up going to land? Oh, here we go.
Oh, nice armor here. Finally working out here for Realize. And the pogo to push into the corner. Okay, got the thrust. Still keeping pressure. Uh-oh, open up with the counter hit. That's all right, though. Late tech, nice into armor. Have a Nice Day. Still, oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Good slobber knocker of a fight here.
Yeah, it's just back and forth, just trying to KO punch left and right, but Real Ice is gonna come out on top for this round for sure. Skybound Art.
Okay, got one on the board, but Have a Nice Day is not out of this fight yet. Same scenario as the last.
Oh, I like that. Use the recovery of the ball, slide into a low, corner pressure, cracked over the dome. A demon flip throw, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt a lot. Demon flip throw ain't no joke. And Real Ice is in a lot of trouble. The EXDP. Oh no, the demon flip. It's just too many options coming at him. Now he's in chip range. Have a Nice Day immediately trying to close it out, and will. Oh man.
That's rough. Super unfortunate here. All right.
What do we call this? Grand tournament point? Championship point? What do we call this?
Getting caboodle point.
Oh man, Real Ice is in a lot of trouble. Does have a round though, so closing out this round, which it looks like he's working on doing, will put him up, put him on the board, and only be down 1-2. So not over yet.
Oh wow, big swing, no punishing. Oh no, don't throw that out.
No.
Way too far away. I thought like a tumble was on the way or something.
Yeah, might have been reading the tumble. Have a Nice Day on the knockdown. Here comes Real Ice. Nice, just buttons. Yeah, cancel immediately. We go into game 4. Real Ice surviving.
Oh boy, it was looking real scary though. I don't know, Charlotta is just a beast to deal with.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. He's already in the green camo on the green stage. You can't really see it that well. It's rough.
It's like Yoda fighting Count Dooku. Come on.
Yeah, just all over, just all over the place.
All right, here we go. Nice pogo pressure, able to recognize, whichever side. Doesn't matter. We got the block button. We're all good. Oh wow, the arm.
Oh, tried to jump back to the DP after the ball. We've seen it once before from a different Charlotta player. A lot of skills to use, but definitely gets the hit. And here comes Have a Nice Day after being down in health total. This is an attempt to close things out. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, trying to go for the helm splitter. Oh no, Swords of Revealing Light does not work here in this neighborhood.
Not this time.
We banned this card. All right,
for sure.
The rules
you read the
change
ban list? Gotta take that card out.
Okay, yep. Try to keep safe with the thrust. It's not happening. You're playing against Charlotta. Good armor. Works out. A-okay for Real Ice here. Nice. And punishing off that helm splitter DP. Oh, caught low. I thought for sure you were going to keep going with Pogo, but it's A-okay here. Get the full extension. Yep. Just enough meter here. Just now.
You was like, I know you ain't with the throw. Let me bless you with this lance on top of the dome. And just like that, Real Ice looking into the mirrors of cool and saying, that's me. Tying it up.
Who'd have thought, huh? Not us.
Not us. Definitely not us. Oh, man. Final game here. Game 5 between this champion contest, East versus West. Real Ice was on death's door, had to face down the championship point from Have a Nice Day, and now it is a game 5. Parry attempt's going to miss. Beast Cannon going to knock down, get that setup going for Real Ice. And this is looking a little rough for Have a Nice Day at the moment.
Good, nice. Out poking here. Okay. The big jump. Yikes. Coming out of the way instead. Into the EX cycle we go. Wow, this armor for days.
Yeah, trying to get that armor going through, but, Have a Nice Day not biting. The life lead totally in their favor. Have a Nice Day even deciding to back off. Gonna have to be careful, though.
Oh boy. The 3 thrust, but it's not going to convert any further after that. Trying to open up with the pogo here. Oh!
He almost had it. Real Ice had the right idea, but it just was not fast enough. Went for the heavy instead of a medium and did not punish that standing dodge. Have a Nice Day scrambling back, trying to find a way back in. Gets touched, and that's going to do it for the round. No, I lied.
One more hit, though. Oh, jeez. Oh, and the button to finish it up. Way to keep cool in such a situation, Real Ice.
Name is Real Ice for a reason. And now Real Ice, after looking at a championship point against them, has one on their side. And Have a Nice Day is going to have to turn that tempo up way high.
Oh, wow. Nice EX beam. There you go. Good blocks. Oh, the armor getting scooped up. Good read here from Have a Nice Day. Oof. Nothing demon flip though yet. Oh, super jump in a pogo.
Chase down. Where you going?
Yeah, not able to block it. Uh-oh, the overhead. Same situation as before, right? One touch away from death. Yep, and that'll do it.
Yeah,
okay.
It out. What better way than final game, final round, East versus West, Real Ice versus Have a Nice Day. This has turned into quite the set, and we're going to see how it plays out just at the end here.
Ooh, nice jump. Yeah, we're going to make this one count. Off into the corner you go. Now you got to deal with this caught low.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is bad for Real Ice.
Nothing off a foot, though. Have a Nice Day. Or Real Ice, not asleep at the wheel here.
Definitely driving with both hands. 10 and 2 is the way to go. Real Ice trying to figure out how to even up that life lead.
You go, uh-oh. Just good patience here. Nice defense. Armor working out for the situation. Oh, no! That was an early thrust. Okay, still able to get the blocks in, though. Now it's this chip damage you got to worry about, right? One touch will do it. Nice armor here. Take your turn back.
Oh, go ahead. Nice day. Starting to jump again. You see that aerial mobility starting to come back into play, and that usually spells doom for the opponents.
I'm getting so terrified of these super pogo jumps here. Okay, trying to shut down. Nice into thrust, but nothing off of it quite yet here. Realize it's just getting really aggressive. Yo! Oh my goodness.
What?
It's not over yet.
So
there it is.
You knew it was coming. I called it. But he armored through. I don't believe it. Real Ice gonna take it in the East Coast versus West. What a decision.
Oh, I thought for sure. I didn't know what happened. I thought a button came out. I thought you were going to hit. Real Ice, I didn't believe. I'm sorry, but you threw out that armor.
It was a button. It was an armored button. And it worked out. Wow.
Ben, you're not allowed to do this.
What a decision. He ran up and was like, I will put all of my money, my house, and my car in on the table on him waking up with super, and it worked out. Wow. What a way to close it out.
Real Ice coming out like a real champ. There we go. Man. Ladies and gentlemen, what a set. If you weren't here, if I told you about it, you probably wouldn't have believed it, but you all were here watching it live, and you have to believe me now. Armor on top of the Swords of Revealing Light, and it was over.
Yo, Swords of Revealing Light came out, and he was like, I got the right Geki. I'm good. Don't worry about it. Clear that field off for me, homie.
Oh, man.
Wow. Well, that was an incredible set. I did not expect it to go that way at all, but shout outs to both of the champions, East Coast and West Coast, Real Ice, and Have a Nice Day. But it will be Real Ice taking this one in the Contest of Champions for Ronin Rumble 13.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Man, what a match. That was amazing, folks. Did you have a good time here? Ronin Rumble, Week 13 of Granblue Fantasy Versus.
Yeah, actually, phenomenal time. Game after game, it was just so much fun to watch, especially right up towards the end, too. It was just escalating hype as we went on through the bracket. So thank you, everyone that participated.
Yeah, thanks to all the players signing up. Thanks to everyone at home, each and every single one of you, the good Skyfarers that I have come to know and love so much for tuning in. This has been Ronin Rumble, Granblue number 13, and big shout outs for the man pulling double duty, doing all the work today, Zero Syndicate. You know what, man? I don't know. That's a lot of work. So thanks again. It's been a pleasure. We should do this more often, not once every 15 months.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me and allowing me to have this platform to just watch awesome games with everybody and just talk about it. It's been great.
And speaking of a platform, I'd like to just say that we're really thankful for everyone that participated, as well as for everyone that has been putting in money into the matcherino. We still have, I believe, 13 more codes left. So if you want to go to the matcherino, put in !matcherino into the chat, go to the link, put in RRG13, add in those 50 cents, because 20% of the prize pool today is going to go to a Black Lives Matter charity of Real Ice's choosing.
Yeah, that is true, which is an awesome cause. It's honestly, thank you so much for everyone that came together for this great cause. Seriously, it goes a long way, especially in the climate of today. Like, thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. We got any ads? We got any ads to roll through?
I just came in trying to get those done. So first things first, once again, we have the Matcherino open. If you guys can go to matcherino.com/t/Ronin Rumble or just put !Matcherino, you can do some of the sponsor quests. You can buy some of the products from our friends, Kites and Books, or you can also just donate directly. 20% of the prize pool is going to go to the Black Lives Matter charity of Real Ice's choosing. And once again, it's showtime. We're going to get started with Skullgirls next week, June 13th. It's at 1 p.m., 4 p.m. EST. It's a community-driven prize pool, and you can sign up right now. It's smash.gg/RSG. A wonderful game, 3v3, or of your own choosing or configuration. And you can always find Ronin Rumble here at twitch.tv/JeffTheHero. And one of our sponsors is Holiday Matsuri, which is going to be happening on December 18th to the 20th. We're going to be at the game room with Jeff, who's heading the game room. You can find more information at facebook.com/Holiday Matsuri and join us at the Orlando Convention Center this year, December 18th through the 20th. Okay, folks, I'm signing off. It's been a wonderful pleasure to be with you, Dynamite and Zero Syndicate. Hope to see you guys soon in the skies.
And thanks to each and every one of you. Zero, go ahead and take us out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you so much for tuning in to Ronin Rumble number 13 for Granblue Fantasy Versus. It's been one hell of a show. So thanks again. That's going to do it for us here, folks. Of course, you can check us out. Be sure to follow the channel itself. If leave a subscribe if you still got the Twitch Prime, or if you're so kind, would like to support the Ronin Rumble cause as well. That's greatly appreciated. And of course, you can check us out on social medias. I'm at Zero Syndicate on Twitter, and Dynamite at Super Dynamite D. Be sure to follow if you want more fighting game content or updates on what's going on in the FGC.
Peace and love, everyone.
Yeah.